Hi, Pepper. Hi, Sleepy. Hi, Bonsai. Hi, Honda. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Minata. Welcome. Oh, there we go. wait. Let me remove the pig. There we go. Make the sound. Hello. I sound a lot better. I don't feel a lot better. I don't feel a lot better, but I do sound a lot better. The medicine they gave me. Hi Tia, welcome. The medicine they gave me at the doctor was like the good stuff. But unfortunately, it's also like the woozy stuff. It's also the woozy stuff. So I'm fighting. I'm fighting really hard to stay awake. Cause yeah, it's one of those. They were like, yeah, this is really strong, but it's gonna make you really tired. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of sleepy and my head hurts, but it's okay. I will live. I've lived through worse. How have you been doing, Ariel? I'm good. I'm just trying to get over this. I don't know if it's even a cold. I'm just trying to get over whatever this is. But yeah, my voice is definitely back. I'm coughing a lot less, so that does help. Coughing a lot less, so that does help. I'm still... Yesterday was really bad. No, because what happened yesterday was my roommate's mom came over to deliver something. And I was like hacking up a lung. I was hacking up a lung in the background, and then my roommate's mom was like, "Wait, what's wrong with her?" And my roommate was telling her that yeah, no, she's been like this for like a week. And she was not happy with that. Just like, a week? Have you been to the doctor yet? And I'm like, no. Then I basically got shoved in the car at that point. I basically got shoved in the car at that point. She was like, okay, we're going to the doctor. We're going to the doctor like now. But I didn't have a fever at that point, so they didn't do like the, because I feel like if you go in with a fever and a sore throat and like cold symptoms, they do give you either an influenza test or a COVID test. But I didn't have a fever, so they didn't really check. Sorry, they didn't really check for the virus. I guess they just they were like, yep, okay, you're coughing a lot, all right. And then they gave me stuff for that. But yeah, I took it yesterday, and then the moment I got home, I just like knocked out. And then today I also had to take the medicine, and now I'm like really iffy. Actually, wait, no, let's do the yeah. Oh, now we have both, right? Which one do we want today? Maybe let's do the head one. Okay, there we go. Hi, everyone, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, I have to move down for you guys to see it. Yeah. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, no, we're gonna work on the community art in a little bit. Hopefully I have enough energy to do that. And it sucks cause I still have to go to work. And I'm just here trying to not fall asleep at my desk. But I guess the woozy stuff is the stronger stuff, right? I guess that's how that works, so I will take it. I will take it. You know what? I will take it. At least my throat doesn't hurt that much anymore. Hopefully next week-ish. Hopefully next week-ish we can start doing karaoke streams. I feel like I haven't been singing in a while, and it's bothering me. But on Sunday we'll probably do like a Subnautica or something. Feeling better. My voice is back. The coughing will still happen. And I'm really woozy from the medicine, but other than that, the medicine helps though. Yesterday it was so bad. I was basically the same yesterday as I was on Monday when I streamed. Like it was the same level of voice, and then yesterday night was when I got like my first round of meds, and then yesterday, and then this morning I just kept taking it, and then somewhere around like the afternoon I started feeling. I was like, oh, my throat. No, I don't. No, I don't. I was like, oh, my throat feels a lot better actually. I can actually talk now. There's still some coughing here and there though. Like now, wait, I feel it. Okay, no, we're good. If I'm not feeling 100%, no, it's okay. I'll be okay. I just don't like it. I just don't like, because for those of you who are not here, also hello fading, welcome. But those of you who are not here at the end of the last stream, I was talking about how my mom is coming to visit me in July. So I'll be gone for it's not a long time, maybe like a week. How's the welcome? How are you doing? It's gonna be July 2nd to the 8th. So I already knew that I wasn't gonna be there for that week. So I was like, okay, it's okay. I'll just lock in for June. No. My body was like, bet. You're about to lock in your flight to off Kai. Oh, I hope you have a good time. One day I'll go to an event physically, but that year is not this year. Hi, Sendus, welcome. Oh, so wait, sorry. I did read it and then I skipped past it. But like, you had a job interview? Did you go to a whole bunch or like just the one? How do she do? My voice is better, but I'm still I'm very like, what do you call it when you're woozy and you're unfocused? Like it's hard for me to lock in. It's hard for my brain to lock in, so I might be more all over the place. Well, you know, you guys are used to me being all over the place. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be good. I swear. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm coming off like a nasty. I'm just gonna say it's a cold. I don't think it's COVID. It's probably influenza. Do you guys call? Wait, what do you? Oh, influenza's like the flu, right? Yeah, it's probably the flu. My throat doesn't hurt nearly enough for it to be COVID. And I don't really have any of the other symptoms as well, so I should be okay. But I'm just coming off of it, and I got like really strong medication yesterday, but it's also really, it's the woozy type. Very woozy. Alright, welcome. But yeah, we were supposed to do the community art yesterday and we couldn't do that, so I'm gonna do that today, and then on Saturday we'll do Subnautica. Hopefully I'll be like 100% by. I'm getting better. It's slow. It's really slow, but we're getting there. We're getting there, chat. I haven't been able to lock in any flights until we receive some sort of outcome, whether it be. I hope they reply to you. I feel like a lot of job interviews, they don't even like reply. They just kind of like ghost you. Well, at least that was the experience for me back when I was like out of 30 applications I'd sent in, they basically like only send you a response if you're accepted. If you're rejected, they just kind of don't. So that's kind of what I would be stressing over. Yeah, that's what I'm stressing out over. And sometimes I remember there was one company in particular, they messaged me 6 months after my application, and I'm like, I already got a job. Like, I already 6 months? Come on now. Hi, Hollow. No, I'm hoping I can do karaoke. I don't know. Maybe next week. Yeah, I'm hoping I can schedule something next week. Yeah, I'm not totally there with the coughing yet. But I do want to do a karaoke stream. It's just that I haven't been great. Thanks, Nitrate. I didn't buy I forgot to buy like my normal small bottle of drink, so I have the whole 2 liters, and then I'm just going to have to like. What do you mean her annoying voice is coming back? What do you mean? Hollow's like, no, you sounded better when you was sick. Do you go to karaoke bars every now and then? What is a karaoke bar? Can't wait for when I have to go get a job. Enjoy your studenthood. Trust me, you're gonna miss it. Actually, I don't actually miss being a student that much. Is it water? No, it's tea. It's jasmine tea. I actually don't miss being a student that much. I think it's because I just didn't have a really good experience in my schools. Like, I know a lot of people see, like, their schools or maybe, like, their high school as their golden years. Or, like, college is, like, the best time of their life. I never really had that, so I don't know. Having cash monies to me is, like, way better. They sing at a bar? Yeah, is it like a bar, like, with alcohol? Because in Japan, it's just like a karaoke room. You know, like Maneki Neko or like Joy Sound. It's a room. It's not necessarily a bar. I mean, you can order food, but it's more of like a private setting. Wait, there are karaoke bars? I think so. I think that's what Ayaptomatsu is referring to. Like an actual bar. I've never been to a bar, flat out. I've never been to a bar and I've never been to a club. Oh, like a karaoke room. Yeah. Then yes. I don't go all that often, but whenever my friends, normally when they come to visit Japan, going to karaoke is like always on the list. Never been to both of those. Yeah, I've been to there's only one time I've been to. It wasn't really a bar, but it was like a. Well, I guess maybe it was a bar. It was like darts. Like it's a place for darts, but it had bar vibes. So I'm not sure if you would count that as like a bar, but like one of my friends was like, "Hey, you want to try darts?" And I'm like, "Really? Seion Aera, sharp objects? You sure about that?" But they brought me to a darts bar. Thanks for the Hyper Night. How are you doing? But yeah, I don't drink, so when they asked for the drinks, I was like, do you have orange juice? Do you have orange juice for the girl, please? They did have orange juice, but I also had to pay like 800 yen for it. Like, damn, orange juice is expensive, I guess. Bars are cool if you go with the right people. I'm sure, I just don't drink, so I feel like, Also, I don't know, I feel like if people want to go vibe, and drink, they normally would go to like an izakaya. Cause like a bar, my image of a bar is that it's super bougie and expensive. So like if people just want to have alcohol and just want to drink, I feel like they just go to an izakaya. I don't know. I don't drink, so I have no idea. Like Deadlock, is it a good time? I actually haven't played any games the past week. I've been too sick. I tried to play Subnautica. It's why I didn't play Subnautica today, by the way, because yesterday I was feeling like kind of okay, and my roommate was like, "You wanna play some games? Let's play some games." And then I tried to play Subnautica, and I was so dizzy. I had to lie down after like 5 minutes. So hopefully I'll be okay enough to play on Sunday. Cause yeah, like now just sitting here, I'm definitely feeling the room move. Do you hurt anyone with the darts? Luckily enough, it was not real. Well, no, they're real darts, but it was like the ones at the plastic ends. They gave me like the beginner set. I was like, ow, I was pretty good at it though, I think. I just want to play Mystic Isekai. What is that? You get games in your phone? No, I have Love and Deep Space, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm still like a little bit dizzy. But I think it's just because it just comes with the wooziness from the meds. I've also just been taking a lot. No, sorry, let me correct myself. I haven't been taking a lot of them. I've been taking the appropriate amount as prescribed by the doctor, but she prescribed a lot, so I've just cut out of it. So you guys get to enjoy out of it Seion Aera for a little bit longer. The first game I played in months. I haven't played any game for so long. I'm so dog water in this game. I'm glad. I haven't really because I'm getting very close to the end of Subnautica 2, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know what we're gonna play after that because like there's no games. There are no games. No, I'm joking. I know that there are games, but like there's no games right now that I can really pick up and invest myself in for like a long period of time. I don't know, I guess Resident Evil could be one. The next series I'm definitely gonna start is sorry, my brain. The Fields of Mischief full release, but that one's in August, so we still have some time before that comes out. What do you want? Action, rhythm? Probably not rhythm. Rhythm games are kind of hard to play on stream just because yeah, they require me to be quiet for like a good amount of time. Action? I don't know. Oh, you're right, Fading. You did buy me the star. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Something cozy. I do like cozy games. Okay. The games I'm looking forward to the most right now is the Fields of Mischief full release in August. Subnautica 2's full release when it eventually comes out. Chocolatiers full release, I guess. I mean, we have no news on Chocolatiers. Sorry, it's called Haunted Chocolatiers. Sorry. It's the one by the Stardew Valley developer. That one when that comes out. We have no release date though. But yeah, I should play Star Sand Island. And then I might play. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm still on the fence, but I might play. What's the name of the game? The new Fire Emblem when it comes out. But like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about the new Fire Emblem, but didn't they announce it for September? I think there's still some time for that one too. How do you feel about horror? How do I feel about horror? That's a very good question. I wouldn't want it to be a game I could finish in like one stream though. I think that's kind of the vibe. I do really enjoy story games if I'm being honest, but I feel like story games are not the most appropriate for stream. For the most part, I do like something like Subnautica where I can talk I can talk over most of it without having to like lock in the entire time. I don't know. There just hasn't been like a lot of games that I've been really hyped for. There's been games that have been hyped for Power. I do not like Power. I have a long vengeance with that game, not gonna lie. Oh, Pragmata. That's the one of the robot and the little child, yes? Pragmata. I mean, I haven't not been interested in it. I haven't not been interested. Oh, the child is a robot. Oh. I don't know. I feel like it is a game that I will enjoy the story of, because I like the vibes of the story and the interactions. I'm just not sure if I would like the gameplay. That's the only thing about that one. I'm not sure if the gameplay will be something I enjoy, because I had that problem with Nier, where I really like the story of Nier, but I was iffy about the gameplay. So Nier is definitely something I would watch for the story, but it's not necessarily something I play on my own. We did end up playing Nier. We just didn't finish it. What? Oh, return to Final Fantasy. That might be an option. That actually might be an option. Return to my roots. City Builder? I've never played a City Builder. Do you have any like examples? Do you have any examples for puzzle games as well? Oh, like 2B said, her hair looks smart. Does my hair look smart? The game's actually a dad simulator. I do like the genre. See, I do like the genre of old man takes care of small child. You know, like Last of Us, or pretty sure there's another one. I'm pretty sure there's another one. Huh. Okay, The Last of Us is the only one coming to mind. But you guys know what I fine. Like the emo dad and then the child who teaches him to love again. I don't know. I feel like it's a cute storyline. I don't know what Frostpunk is, and I don't know what the room is. Oh no, I know what the room is. Of Tommy Wiseau. Hey, Mark. There's a new Fantasy 14 coming January. I did see that. Yeah. Wait, no, isn't that the Switch port? Oh, there's a new expansion. Oh. I guess it's a good enough time. I guess it's a good enough time to finish up the expansion you haven't done yet. Oh, wow, you're welcome. How are you doing? Did you enjoy your pizza? I have not had food yet, but I will be having a watermelon. Today I've eaten like 17 cherries. And later I will be consuming a watermelon. Did you walk the end already? I will be perfectly honest, I don't remember either. I just know that I didn't complete the one before Dawn Trail? I don't know. Listen, it's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, I don't know. The Fire Emblem, because I did play the previous Fire Emblem. The only thing about this Fire Emblem that I'm not. The reason I'm on the fence with this Fire Emblem is. Okay. You know how the whole thing about Fire Emblem is that like you marry the characters? But like how is that gonna work in this Fire Emblem? I don't know, cause like as far as I've seen the main character as like a child. Well, I know there's like 4 main characters. But I don't know, I haven't really seen that one character that's like, I'm gonna marry that one quite yet. I'm not yet convinced. I'm not yet convinced that I will find someone I want to marry. That's essentially the only reason, because my whole thing with Fire Emblem is that I like the dating aspect. I like the getting to know the characters. I like the marriage aspect of the game. And the character, they gotta be marryable. I gotta see the vibes. Final Fantasy 16 is wait, has that been ported to PC yet? It has, right? Yeah, I do want to play Final Fantasy 16. The only problem with long-standing series is that sometimes okay, because like something like Subnautica, there is a story, but you don't necessarily have to know the story to enjoy the stream of the game. But with something that's very, very story focused, I feel like normally when people miss a stream or they are not interested in the story, then they tend to like kind of tune out halfway through. That's a lot of the reason why I haven't really completed a super long story game, because like halfway through people lose interest. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, it's cool. I'll play something else. Have you heard of 007 First Light Seion? No. It's a really fun story about a young James Bond. Okay, who is James Bond? Can we start there? Are you interested? Yeah, I'm interested. Because I liked Final Fantasy 15. So I feel like 16, if it's a similar experience, I feel like I like it. The only thing is I haven't heard a lot of things about it. Ooh, the boss fights! Jiki's just Seion Aera with boss fights. He's a spy! Ah! Okay, so I'm imagining like Spy Family. Oh, it's different, it's more dark? Is it like a good time? Alright, no camping trips with the boys? That's not what we're doing. Hi, Frostbot, welcome! How are you doing? No, I have seen the trailer. I have seen the trailers. I've seen the trailers and the general. Yeah, I've seen all the trailers. It's just I don't know. I feel like normally when a game comes out, you see a lot of it. You see a lot of information about it coming out on like social media. But for some reason, Final Fantasy 16, I didn't see a lot of stuff about it, so I just wasn't sure. James Bond is a popular series of movies about a spy who works for the UK. Does he like jellied eel? Thank you for the follow, Frostbite, welcome. So we'll get started on the drawing in a little bit. My eyes just have to stop spinning. Once my eyes stop spinning, We'll start there. No camping. Oh. Oh, we won soundtrack of the year? It's also by the people who made the Hitman. Sorry, I don't know that one either. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 was also announced. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking in circles. I feel like we talked about this last stream, but another series that I'm kind of interested in, but it's 3 games long, and that's like a really, I gotta dedicate myself to that one. It wasn't that big of a hit on social media. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I feel like every other post on my feed was about Noctis or like Ignis or Prompto. I guess it's just because the characters are very Oshiable and everyone had like their Final Fantasy 15 Oshi. So everyone was like talking about them and stuff like that. But then, like, there's a lot of fan art and just a lot of, I don't want to say hype, but there's a lot of community works, content about the game. Maybe, but then when Final Fantasy 16 came out, there was no, like I said, I don't want to say there was no buzz. I'm sure there was, but it just wasn't as much. It just didn't hit the mainstream as much, I guess. I was kind of wondering, oh, so like, did people like it? Did people not like it? Because I heard very mixed opinions. I heard that for people who liked Final Fantasy 15, they wouldn't like 16, and if you like 16, you wouldn't like 15. So I was like, hi, Ariston, welcome. Oh, 60 hours is not bad. That's pretty okay. I need to work all the way back, yes. Yes, you do. Okay, that's not too bad. The Hitman series is a series of 3 games. All of them follow the same premise. You are a hitman, and you must eliminate targets. Okay, so it's like a shooter, maybe? Like Apex Legends? You know what? Why don't we just play Apex Legends? You know what? Why don't I just become an Apex streamer again? Remember the days where no one here is old enough to remember the days, but remember the days when I would just play Apex for 6 hours 4 times a week? That was the time in my life. Hi Jeremy, welcome. How are you doing? That was the time in my life. Doesn't Apex require you to lock in? Not the way I play it. Not the way I play it. People always get so mad at me. Well, I don't like Lua. People always get so mad at me when I stream Apex. People get so mad. It's so funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's like, yeah, no, yeah. Fading, did you come and do Final Fantasy? No, Fading is from Asteria's chat. So, ever since Asteria and I started becoming friends, Fading was popping in every once in a while, and I think you did catch the rear end of that, because Asteria and I did play Apex together on YouTube once. That one I do remember. I think our first collab stream was an Apex stream. But yeah, the open world exploration gachas aren't really getting me anymore. You play Apex? No, honestly not anymore, but for those of you who were around in 2021, basically all VTubers just played Apex. It was just so easy because I think it was not only the most popular genre both on Twitch. Well, genre is the wrong word. Sorry, it was the most popular game on both Twitch and YouTube, and it was really easy to collab because everyone was playing Apex. So as long as you played Apex, you could just invite basically anyone to play Apex, and bam, there you go, collab. Now it's a lot more difficult because now it's more of the norm to collab, you know, like Peak and stuff like that. You know, like it's less easy to find people to collab a game, but then back in the day it would just be like, hey, you wanna play Apex? Hey, you wanna play Apex? You wanna play Apex? I miss those days. Not gonna lie, man. I'm getting old, I know. I know, me too. Think about it sometimes. Cause you know how the average, well, I don't want to say maybe average. You know how like a VTuber is like a hamster? You know how VTubers are like hamsters and their lifespan is like 1.5 years? I feel like I've overstayed my welcome. Like I feel like I'm too old now. I'm like past my life expectancy by like a lot. Yeah, no, Fading did an oopsie. Fading did an oopsie because they accidentally unfollowed at some point, so their thing reset. But no, I think your followage on YouTube is longer. Any one of you who followed me on YouTube first, you guys have been here a long time. We are gonna go back to YouTube streaming though. I know it doesn't seem like it. But I've been working on some stuff. We will get there. We will get there. I've been working on some things, and this year might be a slow year for us, but we're gonna just hold on. We're gonna pick up. We're gonna pick up pretty well this year, I think. As long as I stop getting sick. I'm lucky I haven't been gifted 500 subs while I sleep. I've woken up with that screen open. Really? I'll take 2 months. No, it's okay. You can build it. But yeah, don't worry. I know I mentioned YouTube. I'm not gonna. Wait, we are back. No. As in, like, I'm not going to move to YouTube. We're not doing that. It's just that I'm gonna start multi-streaming. So there, you guys won't see a difference. It's just that I will see a difference. No. We're not moving. Sorry, I should have made that clear. We're just yeah, because we don't do multi-streaming now, but we will at some point. In Japan, Apex has always been so popular. I don't know. Yeah, it is. I think it's because correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Asia in general, like Japan, Korea, like they have a very active esports scene, right? And Apex is like, besides Overwatch, I think it's like one of the really big esports. So a lot of people play in hopes of going pro. Like it's a very viable thing to do here, and I think that's maybe why it's so popular. Because it's really popular in Korea as well, so I'm guessing that's why. Stream everywhere. I don't know if I do Kick. But YouTube for sure. I've definitely had a few people ask me. I just I'm waiting for a certain thing to happen before I do that, which you guys will find out eventually. But I think it's a great time to come back to Apex. Yeah, maybe. Should see a difference in how much stuff is on our screen. Wait, are you talking about Apex? As in like the Apex UI? Oh no, as in like with a multi-streaming up. Well, yeah, no, I mean yeah. Yeah, you're yeah. Yes. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is the other thing I'm trying to figure out is the chat. The chat is basically the only thing I'm trying to figure out, and then but Fading, Aera multi-streams though, right? You have it downloaded? Yeah, I have it downloaded. No, I sorry, I misunderstood Jeremy. I think Jeremy's talking about the multi-streaming. オルクさんいらっしゃい。お元気でしゅか？最近暑いんですよね。でも去年と比べて結構涼しいというニュースは最近見ました。でも暑いです、やっぱ。Mr. Indigo, welcome. How are you doing? Ooh, evening. It's evening for you too. That's rare. Sorry, I should start drawing soon. I'm gonna start drawing. Okay. Let me read out お元気ですか？お元気ですよ。去年の確かにね、去年の6月ぐらいはもう35とかにねなってるらしくて、それ見てるときと思って。今年の夏意外とそんなに辛くないかもしれないという希望をしてます。Oh, you're working late? I'm sorry to hear that. No, are you pulling up streams on streams? Sorry, listen, I'm a little ill, and I have like drowsy medication in my system. Yeah, you pulling up streams at work? Because honestly, I would do too. Her PC lags if he's... Yeah, I think Asteria, she... I know Kumi and I upgraded our pieces at around the same time. But yeah, I think, sorry, we're talking about Asteria, right? Are we talking about me? Are we talking about Asteria? We're talking about Asteria, right? Right? Cause I know she did an upgrade at the same time Kumi and I did. Yeah, we're talking about Asteria. Okay, yeah, her computer's old. Her computer's a lot older than the rest of us, cause Kumi and I, we upgraded around the same time last year. Pig's debut. Hi, Hannah. No, Pig's debut is actually on Monday. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm gonna change screen just so that we can start drawing, just so that I'm not so that we actually get some stuff done. It's like yeah. She bought her PC when she started streaming. That one I do remember. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like she. Hi, people. Welcome. Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good time for her. Oh no, you say it's a bad time because things are like expensive now, right? That's also a thing. Give me a moment. Let me just look up the requests on my phone because I do have them saved. Just give me just a moment. Hold on. Sorry, we're still there. The coughing is still there. I apologize. Okay, okay, here's the current queue. If you're not in this queue, if I'm not about to read your name, then you wait. I feel like I already worked through half this list. Hold on. Let me just check something out. もちもちの豚さん可愛いねえ。これはね、実はね、ちょっと待って。違う。こっちか？そう、これね、手にもできるんですよ。いいよね、これって。最近の新しい仲間です。Bye, Dreaminato. So let me just check what my list is real quick. Both you and Kumi already upgraded since yeah. Asteria's PC is pretty old. I think she got it at around the time we started VTubing. So yeah, 2021. That's about a good time for an upgrade, I'd say. Sorry. What does one use for a futon pillow? I mean, whatever pillow you like. I feel like you could just use a normal pillow for a futon pillow. Unless you're the type of person who wants to use like the really small and hard ones. I personally like my pillows to be very, very soft. Okay, let me just quickly check if I have the redeem on. Sorry, I know I should have prepared this before stream, but I was about to pass out before stream. I was not feeling good. Let's see. Draw my glow pick. Okay, I'm turning that on. Alrighty. Hi, Lollipop, welcome. Who's Tommy Hort, and is he okay? Also, Lollipop, my friend gave me your snacks. I have them. You sent way too many. Meme. But there's a lot. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the durian chips. I will have them on stream when I'm not as sick. Because right now I don't feel like I could fully enjoy them, and I feel like my throat would explode. But we will have them on stream sometime next week. Thank you. I will do a full introduction of the snacks on stream. There's a lot of basil stuff actually. I was very surprised with the amount of basils. Okay. Alright, okay. Sorry, I have the requests out. Let me see. Okay, let me see who the latest one I did was. If I'm paying the same price, sorry, if I'm paying shipping for the same price, I might as well, sorry. If I'm paying shipping for the same price, I might as well pack it up. That is true. My roommate has already stolen some snacks. But don't worry, they have actively avoided anything that has century egg and coriander in it. Okay, let me switch the screens real quick. And then let me see where we left off. Okay, hello. Let me see where we left off. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself larger. Large. Okay. The last one we drew was Javius. Okay, last one we drew was Javius. Okay, so here's the list. Bell Pepper, Powerlink, Mimane, Reed, Haley, Salad, Nebunia, Karma, oh, that's a lot of you. There's this many? Aoi, Kofi, Fading Min. Okay, if you're not in this list, you have not redeemed it yet. That's a lot more than I was expecting, not gonna lie. It's okay, no, I have this. No, it's okay, we got this.めっちゃね、先週だったっけ？先週急に熱出して、咳も出てて、熱はもう大丈夫になったんだけど、やっぱ咳がまだ続いてて、しょうがなく昨日病院行って薬もらったんですよね。コロナじゃないと思うんだけど、ワンチャンインフルか、ただの風邪か、花粉か。どっちになるんだけど、なんかねえ、なかなか治らないんだよね、咳だけが。Oh, fun guy, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, you're not on the list. Yes, Bob, you're not on the list. Okay, so if you guys want to be in the list, I've just turned on the redeem. So please add yourselves in. And we will begin. 体調管理しかりね。そうです。頑張ってます。Okay, I can do this. あとやっぱ雨なのかな、最近ちょっとさ、暑くなったり寒くなったり。Tommy, who is Tommy Hort? I don't. But yeah, if anyone wants your pic drawn, the place to redeem it is in the redeems. I will go through it. Okay. Bell Pepper. I remember you had some specific requests. You want it to be covered in bell peppers, okay. Easy! 10 over 10. Easy. Okay, I can do that. Sorry, can someone... Who is Tom? Are you guys... Are we talking about, like, Tomothy? Is his last name Hort? I'm very confused. No, just my head. You wanted your head and your tail to have a bell pepper, I remember. Oh, like Tommy Hurdy. Oh! What? When did we get new slang? I assumed it was a Tom Hortons meme. Is Tom's last name Hortons? Is Tom's last name Hortons? No? いやでも本当に最近ってなんだろうね、なかなか治らない咳とか結構あるんだよね。咳だけが治らないみたいな。あ、でもね、昨日よりずっとマシ。昨日よりずっとマシなので、多分今週は治るのかなとちょっと期待をしている。Red Diamond Top Hat. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I've heard of like tummy hurty, but not necessarily Tommy Hort. I've heard of bone apple teeth. いや、7月、いや、本当にそれ。でもなんとかなりそう。本当になんとかしないとって感じなんですけど。 I don't know. I don't know what the new kids are learning on the ticking talks. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. The ticking talks. Is it a phrase on the ticking of talks? The ticking talks? Does anyone here enjoy the ticking of the talks? Not the ticking talks! I personally have just never, I don't know, I've never... I perfectly admit, I don't understand the appeal of short form content. I don't know. I've never seen short form content and be like, wow, that's really interesting. You know what I mean? I've just never thought that way somehow. I mean, there's been occasions where let's say a creator will, like, they're a long form video creator, but they will condense their, like, video into, like, a short, so that, you know, kind of like as advertisement, right? I guess. So that I kind of understand, because I'll sometimes see it and I'll be like, oh, that looks like an interesting video, but then I'll go on to the person's, like, YouTube and watch the whole video. So, like, that part I kind of get, but I also know that there's people who only make short form content, and it's like, or like, sorry, not make, but like they only watch short form content. I'm like, how do you not get so much anxiety? How do you guys not get so much anxiety from having to choose a new video each time? I learned it from a VTuber who's 5 or 6 years old. What? Oh, they're a VTuber. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, no. I got it. I got it. It was phrased weird. No, I understand. I understand what you're trying to say. I enjoy the Seion Aera shorts. I mean, I put them out because I feel like at some point I kind of have to. But if you're talking about, like, my own personal preferences, I don't really enjoy watching them. You don't. It's fed to you. You don't usually choose them. I know. That's what I don't like about it. Because what do you mean I can't choose the content I want to watch? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't choose it? What do you mean I just have to watch whatever you give me? I don't like it. That's actually that's kind of my main gripe with it. That I can't choose the video I want to watch. How's Sarah? How are you doing? We're drawing bell pepper. Addictive algorithms? I don't know. I've just never. I mean, occasionally I've had friends, like, send me a video or two, but normally I just kind of watch it and be like, oh, okay, and then I just wouldn't scroll. I don't know. Am I old? Does this mean I'm old? I might be old. I might be unk. I might be unk. Just ate. I will like some food. I'm very hungry. But I have a whole watermelon waiting for me for after stream. Like an entire watermelon. Hi, Lyra, welcome. How was your birthday? Did you have a good time? Salmon creators give up their long form content and completely. I've never seen anyone who completely switched. But I feel like I'd be sad if some creators that because most of the creators I watch on my own time, they are like documentary style or like deep dive style, you know, like 10 hour, well, not, okay, that's an exaggeration, but like one video is like an hour long. So I definitely would feel some type of way if they started making only short form. I'd be like, oh no. Is it the same watermelon for last week? No, I bought a new watermelon yesterday. After I went to the doctor, as a reward for me being brave enough to go to the doctor, my roommate's mom took me to the supermarket. Wait, let me move this slightly. And she was like, I'll buy you whatever you want. And I'm like, yay! And then I chose a watermelon. What'd you do? I ate it. Sorry. The avatars? Oh, you're right. Sorry, they're not on screen, I think. Boop. Oh. Boop. Should I move them up? Yeah, I feel like they're kind of blocking chat. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Thank you, Lyra. You really love watermelon. I do, but I also think part of it is just because I'm sick. So it's watery. There's a lot of water in it. It's cooling. It's sweet. So it just ends up being a good thing, a good sick meal, I guess. Hold on. I remember Bell Pepper wants a red tail. Okay. Did you get a bag? Yeah, no, this time I got a bag. This time I did actually get a bag. Very, very big brain. Oh, I don't know who chocolate Cao Cao is. I don't know. I will say that personally for recipes, I actually do prefer it short form because I just feel like some people when they put up recipe videos, it's like 20 minutes long. Like I don't have 20 minutes. Just like tell me the steps. So normally for recipes, I do prefer it if it's like short, cause sometimes they'll be like, for this recipe, we recommend you use this pan, and we recommend you do this, and then they're like, this is my personal favorite pan. I bought this pan when I was in a honeymoon for, and listen, I respect that this is your channel, but like also I would like to get to the recipes. That is mostly my vibe when watching like a cooking content. So I would really rather cooking recipes in particular be like short and fast. Like put this in, done. And I'm like, okay, huge. Yeah, and then they make you check the description, and then they will like redirect you to their blog, and then you have to like read the instructions on their blog, and I'm like, that's too much work. That's too much work. I'm not doing that. Like, just give me the instructions. Just give me the instructions. That's too much work. Yeah, that looks like a bell pepper. Ooh, ASMR cooking. I've actually never watched an ASMR video. Hi, Jay, welcome. Yeah, where are my ADHD friendly recipes? Yeah, I know. Sometimes I just need you to get to the point. Like, if your video is not shorter than 5 minutes, it's too long. It's too long. Did you get a baby watermelon? By the way, did you guys see that I bit into the watermelon? I don't know. I guess I just wanted to see if I could. Did you guys see it? Wait, I might have a photo of it. I bit directly into the watermelon because I was like, what if I don't know. Listen, I just thought it would be a good joke. But this time I didn't buy like a whole one. This time I bought like a slice because it was a very big one. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the photo where I just bit the watermelon. Yes, let's go. I like rain videos. I do have like some background ASMR. Do you call it ASMR, or is it more of like ambient sounds to listen to sometimes when I'm working? But that's kind of about it. Where is my ears? Yeah, like ambient sounds. So not really like full ASMR vibes. But I do enjoy listening to ambient sounds sometimes. It's gonna be a huge photo. Yeah. I was like, what if I just bit into it? Like, what if I did that? What if that was a thing that I did, and then I did? It was a pretty good watermelon, though. It was a good watermelon. Okay, there we go. You bit the right. Yeah. Do you guys eat your watermelon with or without the skin? This is 2 bites, by the way. It wasn't just one. I bit into it twice, and I was like, oh. By the way, it's a really small watermelon. You could hold it in the palm of your hand. Like, you could hold it with one hand. It's not like a full watermelon, by the way. But yeah, do you guys like your watermelon with or without the skin? And by extension, do you guys like your burgers with or without the skin? You just get a McDonald's burger and you just bite into it. Oh yeah, it was good. The best part of cucumbers is like the worst part of watermelon. I am not a cucumber fan, so I do agree. Although if you mix cucumbers with like tuna and mayonnaise, it's actually pretty good. There was one part of my life where I was really into like cucumber, tuna, mayonnaise salad. Pretty much all I would eat, honestly. What, burger skin? The wrapper. You know? Do you not do that? Sliced cucumbers is a great snack. Only if you can dip them in mayonnaise. If you can dip them in mayonnaise, I'd be convinced. Oh, do you eat the plate too? Sometimes. Ew. But you know what? If I remember correctly, Lyra is also a watermelon hater. So I can see. I feel like if you're a watermelon hater, you're also naturally. I was about to say peanut butter. That's not. You're also a cucumber hater. I feel like they're very similar. Very similar things. Although now that I'm thinking about it, there really isn't any situation where I would eat a cucumber, because cucumbers are really in salads, right? Right? I've never had a salad. Do you eat ice cream with or without the skin? Have you ever used mayonnaise? Yeah. In Japan, mayonnaise is actually a very common dip. The place I normally get fries has ketchup and mayonnaise, like in the same bowl. Like that's like the default. That is pretty much the default. I feel like your head is very huge, but it's okay. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in there. Do you eat eggs with or without the skin? I'm interested to ask, do you eat celery and salad? Okay, no. I feel like the question here is kind of different. I don't eat salad, like, ever in my life. I don't eat vegetables. Let's start there. No, I don't. I don't eat vegetables at all. So no. No. I've never eaten any of those. Oh, you use mustard? I wouldn't be against mustard, to be honest. I'm not against mustard, they just don't serve it here. It's very uncommon. They only serve mustard in Costco. Or like if you have a hot dog. Think with the hydrate. Where's my drink? Do you eat eggs with or without the egg? I eat eggs without the yolk. So I take the yolk out. Or like I give it to someone. Let's say your burger comes with a side of salad. Would you eat? No. In fact, I would take the lettuce out of the burger. Wasabi with fries. I mean, it's okay. There's this, well, it's not a trend, but it's also pretty normal here to have, wasabi joyu. So it's wasabi and shoyu together. And a lot of people have it on a steak or with a burger. It's not uncommon, to sometimes have wasabi and shoyu with your steak. Especially if you're going to a place that's very Japanese styled. So I feel like fries with wasabi and shoyu is not out of the question. The other day I went to a burger place that gave us wasabi and shoyu along with ketchup, and I'm like, huh. really want to pack in some dehydrated veggies. No, I don't think you could. Sit, eat your veggies, but they're not good. I used to eat my veggies when I was a child, but then when I became an adult, I gained this thing called free will. What an amazing thing free will is. And what an amazing thing free will is. You can just not do the things that you don't want to do, like go to the dentist or clean, or eat things that you don't want to eat, or go to the doctor. Very huge, very huge. Oh, Mike, sorry. Ugh. My mic just might be as sick as me. It was fine. It was fine for a while. Yeah, I have not gotten the new cable that I was supposed to get. Someone please remind me to get a new cable. I forgot. Okay, sorry. Let me get my act together. Okay, what was I talking about? You will get scurvy. What is that? I'm not a pirate. I think I'll be fine. Vitamin C. What does that come from? Like oranges? To be fair, I hate vegetables. I hate vegetables, but I'm a big fan of fruit. So I do eat a lot of fruits. Oh, so sorry, that one motion of me turning around to replug my mic made me really dizzy. Let me get recentered. But yeah, I love fruits. Fruits are my thing. I just don't like vegetables. I eat fruits a lot. Today, let's go through the Seion A meal. Let's go through the Seion A meal plan. Today I woke up, drank jasmine tea, put a spoonful of preserved olives in my mouth, ate 17 cherries. That's it. And then after stream I'll be having a watermelon. This is where we're at. Sinister? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like really in the mood for some olives, and then I just really wanted some cherries. I was like, oh, what if I just ate like a handful of cherries? And then I did. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong way. Let me get this angle right. Okay. Where is your protein? What gives protein? Woozy. Yeah, I'm a little woozy. Hi, Sunshine, welcome. I don't know. You probably just didn't. Yeah, I just took. Wait, let me show you guys the actual I showed this last stream, but it was it's this. Oh, that's a huge. Oh no, that's me. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's like this. And I don't know, like cause I was hungry and I wanted something salty, but I didn't want to make food, and we didn't have rice, and I was too lazy to make it, so I just took like a spoonful of olives and I put it in my mouth. And I was like, yeah, that's the vibes. That is definitely the vibe. And that's pretty much all I had. That's pretty much all I had. Can you eat solid food? I can. I mean, it's not that, to be fair, it's not that I can't. It's just that it's mostly that I don't know if it's like I don't want to. No, it's not that I don't want to. Okay. You know, You know, like when you're normal and you're hungry, and then you imagine McDonald's, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to eat some McDonald's, and you imagine a pizza, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to eat a pizza, you know? But now, like I don't get the, oh, I really want to eat McDonald's right now. I do get the hungry feeling, but it's more of like, I want to eat some watermelon. I want to have some fruit. I want to drink soup. That's kind of where I'm at. So I've just been eating watermelon and drinking soup. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you, follow, you're welcome. How are you doing? You know, but like if my roommate were to be like, hey, you want to go have like Yoshinoya? I'm like, I don't know, like I'm not really in the mood for Yoshinoya. Like I'm not in the mood. But if they're like, you want to get some udon soup? I'm like, yes, udon soup. So that's kind of the vibe. It's not that I can't eat solid food. I'm not like sick and throwing up or anything. It's just that preference wise, I kind of have more of a craving. That's the word, craving. I kind of have more of a craving for like cold sweet things like pudding and ice cream and like fruits, as opposed to like actual food at the moment. Like even like rice and like like I want to eat porridge. I'm not really sure about rice. We'll get there eventually. Is it hot? Yeah. It's honestly not that bad. Apparently, Japan, we're having a recordly cold summer, which I'm not complaining about, but it's still, I mean, it's not cold like cold. I mean, I'm still sweating. So there's that. Have you had frozen fruits? I love frozen bananas and frozen grapes. Love. They taste so good. Unfortunately, grapes are not in season. Could probably get some bananas though. I could use some bananas. Cause yeah, as much as I hate vegetables, I actually really love fruits. I think it's because when I was young, I've hated vegetables since I was young. But my mom, like I said, she was very big on nutrition. So she was essentially like, it's okay if you don't want to eat vegetables, but then the rule is if you don't want to have vegetables, then you gotta have 2 fruits, like 2 servings of fruits a day. So like every single time I finished my lunch, I would have to have like maybe 3 slices of watermelon. And then after I finished my dinner, I would have to have, let's say, 1 whole orange. Like that was the rule. But yeah, fruits are sweet. So I was like, yeah, huge. I cannot eat vegetables and I can eat fruits for dessert after every meal. Huge. So that's what we did when I was a child. So till this day, I'm still like a big fan of fruits. Like I love fruits. And apparently my roommate isn't. And yesterday when we went shopping with my roommate's mom, and she was like, okay, pick anything from the grocery store. You learned it. What do you want to eat? And I said watermelon. She was like, oh, you actually eat fruits and enjoy it? I'm like, yeah, fruits are my thing. Cherries, watermelon. There's very little fruits that I hate. Like very little fruits. They do exist, but there's very little fruits that I hate. My roommate, on the other hand, hates most of them. But my roommate eats more veggies than me, so I guess that's where the balance is. Speaking of which, fruits that I hate, grapefruit, hate because it's bitter. Yuzu, same reason. A little bit mid on pomelo. Sometimes it's bitter, sometimes it's okay. Avocado, hate. It's mushy and tastes like nothing. Rose apples, hate because of texture. I don't know. It's just not a vibe. That's about it. Everything else I pretty much love. I pretty much eat anything. Grapefruits are bitter. Yeah, grapefruits has always been bitter for me. I don't know why. I guess it depends where you get it, and that's maybe also an option, but grapefruits I've just always felt like it has more of a bitter profile. But to be fair, I feel like sour, yeah, it's sour and bitter. I feel like most citrus fruits, if you leave them out long enough, they do turn bitter. Like, have you ever had freshly squeezed orange juice that you left out for a day? It's so bitter, so bitter. It's not a big deal, but yeah. Hi, Ray, thank you for follow. How are you doing? Do you have any fruits that you like? Citrus just turns bitter really, really quick, and the flavor profile that I'm the worst with, or like I hate the most, is definitely bitterness. It's the same reason I hate coffee. Even if it's just like a little bit of coffee with a ton of sugar, I still taste the bitterness and I hate it. Bitter gourd, horrible, horrible, horrible. Not the vibe. But yeah, I like pretty much all other fruits. It's very rare for me to find a fruit that I hate. Mostly fruits that I hate, I've just had like a bad experience with once, and I was like, yeah, we're not doing that again. But everything else is pretty good. Pineapples, kiwis, bananas, watermelon. What are like the most common hated fruits? Exotic. Define exotic. Like what would you consider? Give me a list of fruits you would consider exotic. Exotic. Like dragon fruit? Is that exotic? Durian? Durian's not exotic. Is durian exotic? Rambutan? Passion fruit? Passion fruit? Really? Rambutan. Okay. Okay, I kind of see where you're going. So you mean more of like Southeast Asian fruits, right? Durian does not exist on most places on Earth. Is that true? Hi, Jellybean, welcome. It's been a while. How you doing? I guess all of those. I love durian. My only gripe with rambutan is that it's really hard to eat. It's very hard to separate the meat from the seed. So personally, I like it if someone would peel it for me. But like when I'm doing it on my own, I never do it well. So it's good though. It's good though. And then I don't know, how do you remove? Okay, sorry, if for those of you who have never had a rambutan, this is gonna be hard for you to imagine. But the rambutan, the flesh wraps around the seed, and the outside of the seed is very, very soft. So is it even possible to separate the meat from the seed cleanly? It's not. So that's kind of the problem. It's not like a lychee. Huh. Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of like a lychee. You can't separate it cleanly, so you do get like a little bit of seed or like the shell in your bite of rambutan. Like I mean, I guess you could work really hard to remove it. It's just like a lot of work. It's a lot of work to separate the meat from the shell, and I just don't like getting taste of shell in my rambutan, so I just kind of avoid it. I like rambutan quite a bit, but I would place mangosteen above rambutan. Mangosteen is like a lot better. Hi, Constellation, welcome. Mangosteen, personal fan, it's good, it's good. You do get, your hands get pretty dirty because it's really purple when you try to eat a rambutan. Sorry, not a rambutan, a mangosteen. But it's also pretty good. What else? How Min welcome. What else did you guys say? Jackfruits! Jackfruit's really, really good. Ooh, starfruits, I'm not a fan. They have the same vibes as rose apples, which I'm also not a fan. Personally, really, really like mangosteen. Papaya is also really, really good. Like if I ever like haven't gone to the bathroom in a while, just like take a mouthful of papaya immediately. You'll just go. Same with the jackfruit. My mom actually really likes to eat jackfruit seeds. So normally what would happen is I would eat the jackfruit, save the seeds, and then my mom will boil the seeds and eat them. Personally not a fan, but jackfruit itself is really, really good. I've never had a custard apple, but apples in general for me, I would say are honestly pretty mid. Apples are of the fruit world what vanilla is in the ice cream world and what water is in the beverages world. Like they're the default. We can do so much better. They're not bad. They're not bad, but they're kind of mid. Oh, you do a stir fry. My mom has never done a stir fry. She always boils it with salt. That's what she likes to do. I don't know. It's definitely a choice. Red. Okay, color red. Okay, so everything's red. Okay. Apples take more work to eat than vanilla ice cream. You can just bite into it. Oh, I guess if you prefer your apples peeled, which is this actually happened a while back. But we received some peaches from my roommate's mom. By the way, I know my roommate's mom gives us a lot of things. It's cause she has family working in like farms. Well, not farms, but she has family out in the country, so they get like a lot of fresh produce from neighbors and stuff like that. And one time we got a couple of peaches, and and I was like, oh yay, peaches! And then I washed it and then I bit into it, and my roommate was like, what about the skin? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You eat the peach with the skin. What is wrong with you? My roommate was so bad. They were like, what's wrong with you? Don't you peel it? I'm like, no. Don't be a baby. Just eat it with the skin. The skin is the best part. Starfruit I don't really enjoy. It has the same vibes as rose apples. I just don't like the texture. Same with guava. Like, I don't hate them, but I wouldn't... Like, if I had a whole buffet of fruits to choose from, I probably would not choose that. No, I have not had sapodilla. Who peels a peach? I know, right? Same with, like, apples. Like, my roommate wants to peel them. Or, like, pears. And I'm like, who peels? Just bite into it. Just bite into it. Don't be a baby. But my roommate in general just doesn't really enjoy fruits, so that's fair, I guess. Because for stuff like apples, pears, plums, peaches, what else? I guess watermelons. Now, I don't bother getting rid of the skin. I just bite into it. Like, that's a lot of extra work, and for what? Like, at most, I mean, if you're worried about it being dirty, like, at most you can just wash it, I guess. I mean, I don't wash it, but you could wash it. That is an option. Oh, you don't like the apple skin? What about peaches? Oh, you've never had fresh peaches? Oh, if you ever get a chance, I recommend it. Oh, fresh peaches and, like, fresh melons? Oh, fresh mangoes? Oh. Very, very good. Oh, you haven't had a peach before? Are they not common in the UK? Like, in general? Can see the appeal. Can't see the appeal. You got 5 boxes of mangoes? Oh, I'm jealous. You can't really get mangoes normally here, unfortunately. Or the mangoes you can get here are branded, so... Tons of cash monies! You can't really get yourself a normal mango. So I will simply be mangoless. I'll be mangoless until the next time I can go home, I guess. Whenever I go home, I just try to eat as many fruits as possible, because that's always where the fruits is super cheap. Okay. Oh, so no, Bellplower, I'm asking Lyra. Because Lyra said they never had a peach before. So I'm wondering if peaches are not, like, in the UK. How much is a branded mango? That is a very good question. Maybe like 2,000 yen? Like $15 or something? If it's a really expensive one, maybe 30? You know, like it's not a cheap purchase. Cause like I can get a mango for $2. I can get like 3 mangoes for $2. Like that's what I'm used to. And then here I have to pay like so much just for 1 mango. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's too much. That's too much. You own a mango orchard? Oh, can you send me a mango, please? I want a mango. I want a mango so bad. I just miss having fruits. In Japan, the amount of fruits that we have is definitely not... It's not a lot. It's not a lot of fruits, and those that we do have, like I said, are kind of branded. So, you want to be hidden in the grass? Okay. Those that we do have are kind of branded, so you can't really, it's not easily affordable, unfortunately. But I guess they are high quality. It's worth the price. I guess it's more, where did you go? What do you mean by branded fruit? Okay, so... Okay, I'll put you here. I feel like normally what I'm used to, the fruits, they're imported in bulk, okay? From like Thailand or Malaysia. They're just like a whole bunch of fruits, and then there would just be like bananas, Philippines, or mangoes, Thailand, and then you can get like 3 kg, sorry, not 3 kg. You get like 3 mangoes for like 150. Like that's normally the vibe. It's like very much like a ton of fruits. But in Japan, every single fruit has a brand, with the exception of bananas, which we also get from the Philippines. But every single strawberry has a type and it has a brand. So, for example, there's a type of strawberries. They're called the strawberries from Tochigi. They're called Tochi Aikas, and then the strawberries from what's it called? Shoot. I forgot. There's Tochi Aikas, there's I think there's one from Kobe. I forgot what it's called. But basically each region has a specific type of strawberry. They're specifically bred by farmers. Does that make sense? So they all have like a certain brand attached to them. Like this strawberry is this type of strawberry and was made in this farm in Japan. So they don't import the fruits. So every single one has a brand, and therefore they're more expensive because there's no mass importing of fruits. The only exception is bananas, which we get from the Philippines. So like a watermelon, like the watermelon I buy will say this is a Kumamoto watermelon. What type of watermelon and how sweet the watermelon, and normally I would say a whole watermelon would be... I bought mine for 1,000 yen, so I got my small watermelon for about, someone convert that to USD, maybe like 7 USD. Depending on where you guys come from, that could be cheap or that could not be cheap. Hi, name Osaka. Okay, you got it. But yeah, that's kind of what I mean by branded. It's not mass imported, so it's very... Every fruit is like a quality fruit. Like they all have stickers and everything on them that says where they're from, which farm they're from, what type it is. Whereas back home, they just like throw like a million mangoes into like a crate, and then you just pick out the mango you want. But I definitely feel like there is a difference in quality. Like for example, back home, if I were to buy strawberries, like the default non-named strawberries, there's about a 50% chance of them being extremely sour. But I've never had a sour strawberry here. I've never had a sour kiwi. I've never had a sour anything. So I just assume that everything here is just like very specifically bred to be sweet. That being said, not a fruits farmer. Not sure how that works, but yeah. It's very delicious. Yeah, so it's definitely... I definitely feel like the quality is worth the price. Because they're always very, very juicy and stuff like that. But... would I prefer having it cheap and mid, maybe? I feel like I would prefer it to be just cheap and mid, because then at least I can eat a lot of it. Because yeah, normally back home when I would get a strawberry that's not that sweet, my mom would just put sugar over it and call it a day. So I am kind of used to it at some point. Okay, next one is Orca. Sorry, I know I'm doing this very slow. I'm battling with the dizziness in my eyes. And the sleepiness in general. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. It's quality or quantity. And I mean, not all the time though, because like I said, when the mangoes we get from Thailand, whoa, those are mangoes, very good mangoes. But the mangoes you can get in Okinawa or Nagasaki, whoa, those are a different type of mangoes. But yeah, I guess it's one of the things you'd only know if you could eat both and then kind of compare, because Japan is kind of known for their fruits, you know, like the $100 watermelon and stuff like that. So not only that, but there's really strict import laws on fruits. I think that's why a lot of fruits are grown in house or like in the country, and they're not imported. They have very strict rules on importing fruit. So the only fruits that do get imported are, sometimes they get durians imported and they get bananas imported. But everything else is made within the country and then just shipped around. So there's certain countries that excel in certain fruits. Like for example, Tochigi is known for their strawberries, Aomori is known for their apples, that kind of thing. I've actually never had an Aomori apple. Maybe I need to have an Aomori apple. Okay, Orca. Orca wants a sprout, so I guess I can put Orca with the rest of the sprout family. There's a lot of them. Mangoes, I wish, but no, you can't import fruits, unfortunately. There sure are a lot of sprouts. I know. I think this is gonna be the third one. And look, he has a mango. Man, I definitely am a fruits enjoyer. I don't know about vegetables, though. I don't know if the vegetables here are any good, because I don't... Vegetables, listen. Vegetables is just like a base point or mid. I don't know. I've never had a good vegetable, so I have no idea. You could give me a frozen vegetable, and you could give me a fresh vegetable, and they probably taste the same to me. That statement would probably make Gordon Ramsay really upset. But hey, the truth. Vegetables, they do be mid. They do be mid. Actually, corn. Corn is just the worst. I don't know why there's so many corn-related products in Japan. I don't know why. Everyone here seems to really like corn. Well, no, I think it's just because it's a summer vegetable. So recently it has been summer, so there's just been an increase of corn products. When you hate a food, it's usually not the food itself, it's how it's prepared. I would agree with you 90% of the time.
I love corn.
No, I don't. I would agree with you 90% of the time. But the only thing I would disagree with you is on corn, because we did this as a challenge once, because chat, every single time I say I hate corn, chat will be like, no, but you gotta try it with butter. Or no, you gotta try it with sushi. Or like, no, you gotta try it with pizza. No, you gotta try it, you know? And to set this thing to rest, you know? To set this thing to rest for the rest of my life, we did a stream where I ate corn in every single combination that chat suggested, and they were all horrible. They were all horrible. Every single preparation method that people could have, horrible, all horrible. There wasn't a single one that tasted good. Wasn't a single one that didn't make me gag. The only one that didn't make me gag was the ice cream, but that's only because I bought like a really good ice cream. I bought a really good ice cream, so it was yeah, no, the taste of the ice cream was so strong that I just couldn't taste the corn. That was the only one that was okay. Everything else was just bad. Especially the butter one. People like it with butter. It just tastes so bad. Even cream. Yep, especially. Yep. Yes. Yes. But no, Belphegor, we had the corn pizza for the donuthon. Remember that one actually wasn't bad, but it was only not bad because they slathered so much mayonnaise on it that I could not taste the corn at all. So I was like, oh, this is actually not bad. Have you tried crispy corn? Yes, I have tried deep fried corn. Oh, so bad. Oh, so bad. Oh, so horrible. But yeah, Pepper, actually, I don't know. Corn pizza is, like, very common here. Like, cornbread? Not the cornbread you're thinking of. But, the corn... What's it called? Like, it's cornbread. Like, it's bread and they put corn in it. That one also very common. Why, you may ask? No idea. No idea. Yeah, in Japan it's really common. Every single pizza chain here has corn pizza as an option. It's corn mayonnaise, by the way. It's corn mayonnaise pizza. It's like a common... It's a staple in every single menu and like every single... What's it called? Sorry, my brain. Family restaurant? It's pretty common. Wait, actually, wait. I think I still have the... So you mean you like it? I don't like it, but if I can't taste it, then it doesn't make me gag. That's where we're at. If I can taste it, then it makes me gag. That's why I don't mind things like cornflakes, because you can't taste the corn in cornflakes, right? They're just made from corn. Same with popcorn. You don't actually taste the corn. It's just made with corn. If I can't taste it, I don't gag. That's basically where we're at. Okay, wait, sorry. Let me see if I can find the... Let me see if I can find the... I did not drink corn soda, but I did drink corn tea. That was also a thing. Also horrible, by the way. Sorry, let me see if I can find the... Where is it? Where is it? I should still have the corn mayonnaise pizza photo. Because I remember putting it on stream. Give me just a moment. Okay, this was the curry, so that means the day before was the... Ah, got it. Oh, that's huge. Okay, hold on. Sorry, hold on. I'm adjusting it. Cause yeah, corn mayo sushi is also a thing. I think corn and mayonnaise is just like a very famous combination here. It's not... Okay, here we go. It's not... So the taste is what makes you not like it. The taste, the texture, and the smell. Yeah, it looks like this. It's... Yeah, I don't know why people like it, but I just don't like corn. So naturally, this is not a thing that I would like in general. But in terms of ways to eat corn... in terms of ways to eat corn, it is better, but only because I cannot taste the corn. Like if you guys had to make me eat corn soup versus corn on its own versus corn mayonnaise, I'd pick the mayonnaise because I know that that's the one where I just won't be able to taste the corn. Because if I can taste it, then I'm throwing it up. So by those standards, it's not bad. But like, if you like corn, if you're somebody who likes corn, first of all, judging you really hard. But second of all, I don't know, give it a go. Maybe you'll like it. I don't know, cause I don't understand it because I don't see anybody liking corn. Like, I don't see why people like corn in general. But for people who do, maybe the pizza will be good. I don't know. I mean, the sauce was good. The mayonnaise cream sauce was really good. That part alone made it pretty palatable, actually. It wasn't horrible. Also, yeah, my roommate finished all of it. They really liked it. My roommate is a big fan of the mayonnaise corn. Yeah, I can't do corn soup. Popcorn, yeah, popcorn is good. Popcorn and corn flakes, I'm okay with. And then there is a while back someone made me try cornbread. Not bread with corn, but like the actual cornbread, like the American style cornbread. Where it's just like corn flour made into bread. That one's also not bad because it doesn't taste of corn at all. It just tastes like normal bread. So that one was also fine. But anything that has the actual taste or the texture of corn, I can't. Like on the cob, grilled, steamed, fried, buttered, ice creamed, sushi. None of those. None of those. They're horrible in all of those situations. Have a good look, great night. But yeah, popcorn is good. I love popcorn. Only sweet though. If you like salty popcorn, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to fight me 1v1. So you just hate corn. Yeah, it's just one of those things that according to my mom, when I was young, I was still able to eat it. Like she said that I never liked it, but when I was small, I would still eat it. I don't know what happened in my adult years, but before I noticed it, at some point, like I just hated it so much that I couldn't eat it anymore. And my mom still doesn't. Okay, there's varying levels of how much I hate things. Okay, like in general, I do hate vegetables. Broccoli, celery, any type of green vegetable, green leafy vegetable, I absolutely hate, right? But there are still situations where I'd be able to eat it. Like for example, if I was in like a business meeting, or like if it was the first day at my job and like my boss was taking me out for food, or if I was meeting, I don't know, like if I was meeting like a partner's parents, and they served me broccoli, I'd still eat the broccoli, you know, because I don't hate it enough. I don't hate it enough to put myself in an awkward so-so situation, you know? Like if they served me broccoli and I had to impress them, I'd still be like, yeah, this tastes great, thank you. You know? But corn, no matter how awkward it makes the situation, I have to reject it. Like, that's how bad it is. Any other vegetable I can handle, like, just hold my breath and eat it, just for the sake of, like, keeping up appearances and, like, not making the situation awkward. But corn and only corn, no matter what the situation is, I just have to be honest and be like, I'm sorry, I can't eat that. I'm gonna have to like pick it out. Yeah, caramel popcorn is really good. But the last time we were here, it seems like the general consensus from chat was that salt popcorn or cheese popcorn, basically salty popcorn, was good. And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Wouldn't necessarily agree. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean cheese? What do you mean cheese powder? What do you mean you put cheese powder on it? But yeah, salty popcorn is like the main, it's like the default here, which makes me very upset about it. Cause I've honestly been to a couple of theaters where they just straight up didn't serve caramel popcorn, and it made me very sad. I swore to never go to those places again. Of all the VTubers sleeping my Oshi, why was the one who vehemently hates one of my state's major export items? Corn is just not good. I mean, I'm sure everyone has one item that they just hate so much and they just don't understand how people can like it. I think the last time we talked about this, we had some people say Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts? Brussels sprouts. We had some people say Brussels sprouts. Hi, Cooper Welcome. I don't know. I don't really think I have a favorite anime. I'm watching a couple this season though. I'm watching 2 this season. I'm watching Akane Banashi and Witch Hat Atelier. Both of which I've already read the mangas for. Both of them are pretty good though. I would recommend it if anyone's looking for anything to watch. But I guess it also depends on what genre you guys like. I feel like I made this too pale. No, ReZero, I don't watch isekais. Let's see. Yeah, I made this too pale. Okay, let me change this a little. Oh, is the mic again? Really? What? Okay, I'm pretty sure the tablet wire is touching the mic wire. Hold on. Let me redo this wire situation. Okay, wait. Let me redo the wires. I mean, I say that, but I just realized there's no physical way for me to do this without the mic wire touching. Okay, wait, wait. Management 101. How are we gonna do this? Okay. So if I move this under, and then I move this. Oh, I see. How am I gonna do this? If I move. Okay, wait. Let me plug this one. Wait, what is this? I don't want to be plugging out random things. What is this? You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, and then. Okay, and then we plug it like this. And then I plug it like this. Okay, and then. Hold on, it's working. Just send what? I can't physically eat salty popcorn. I get why someone like it, but yeah, salty popcorn is it's just weird to me. Okay, it's like, send the wires? What do you mean send the wires? Okay, and then. Okay, and I'm gonna put this there. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to do a cable jiggle. Well, actually, it's fine. Okay. I could still touch it accidentally, but we will see. Yeah, you guys know how, okay, like crepes, right? The crepes that you would normally get in like Harajuku or something like that. I've always imagined crepes to be a sweet food, right? So whenever someone orders a crepe with like cream cheese and bacon, I'm like, that's like not it, my guy. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys get the vibes? Like there's just some foods that I have personally deemed as sweet foods, and there's some foods that I've personally deemed as salty foods. And when someone likes one or the other, it just makes me feel weird. Like, what do you mean you have your crepes with cream cheese? Like, like some foods are sweet in my head and some are savory. And for me, popcorn is a sweet food. And then crepes are also a sweet food. So when anyone prefers the savory options for those, I'm like, why? Where do croissants fit in? Croissants for me is a savory food. I feel like I classify it like that because I eat them with salted butter. I eat my croissants with salted butter, and like sometimes I have them with smoked salmon. So for me, croissant is a sweet. Sorry, it's a savory food. My roommate definitely likes to have it with what's it called? They have it with whipped cream. So for them, it's a sweet food. Ew, mushroom and cheese sounds so good. What? That sounds like a good time. I want that. Mushrooms on any sort of bread, honestly, is just so good. Actually, no. I take it back. Mushrooms on anything is just so good. I'm a big fan of mushrooms, not gonna lie. I might be the biggest fan of mushrooms. If you just give me mushrooms and rice daily, I feel like I could live a pretty happy life. I can attest to this because when you eat a true croissant, aka the puff pastry version, it's got a birdie taste. Yeah, yeah. I feel like butter in general just it's more salty than sweet. And I feel like a lot of pastries, like for example, something like a meat pie, I feel like they're mostly, I don't know, I feel like bread, for the most part, like a lot of them are meant to be eaten in a savory way, like a baguette as well. I feel like you would normally have it with something like pate at the top. Of course, there are breads that are specifically made to be sweet breads, like a melon bread or like a donut. But I feel like for the most part, there are, yeah, for the most part, unless you're dessert, like specifically dessert breads, like a muffin or like, oh yeah, banana bread. Cause stuff like a whole wheat or like a sourdough or baguette or a French bread or I'm running out of bread names. I feel like they're mostly are savory, or they're made with savory things in mind. Not to say that they won't match not to say that it wouldn't match something sweet, but like for the most part. Yeah, naan is definitely well. As well as the crown flying over your head. Since I made my model 5 years ago. I've always had this, honestly. Hi, Key, welcome. How are you doing? Actually, okay, I'm not sure if you guys know this. I feel like naan is like the more popular version of like I guess like the Indian style bread. But there's this type of bread that you also use to dip in curry. It's called roti. It's called, yeah, I guess you can call it like a paratha. And normally you have it with curry. That's like the norm. You would normally have it with curry. But when I was young, I couldn't have curry because I hadn't learned to eat spicy food yet. Even now, I'm like really bad with spicy food. But anyway, my mom would always serve me the paratha with sugar and butter. And every single time I tell that to people, they're like, "What is wrong with you?" See, I feel like this doesn't really get across to people who don't know what a paratha is. But whenever I tell people I eat it with I eat it with sugar and butter, it's like, what? Just imagine someone telling you they have a naan with sugar and butter. It's good though. It's good. It works. It's not horrible. It's good. Okay, that's Orca. Okay. Okay, next. Yeah, I used to have it with jams as well. My mom would just come up with like a lot of different combinations for me when I was younger, because there was just a lot of stuff that I didn't want to eat. Especially spicy food. I was really bad with spicy food. I mean, I still am now, but I think more so when I was a child, I was just really bad with it. Did I just break my Mac? No, I'm good. Okay. I pressed the button a little bit too hard. Okay. Mimane's ones has no instructions. No. Okay, wait. Did I put the instructions somewhere else? Regular feathered sugar and butter is so good. Don't see why not. I mean, it's good. I just think that people have this image of it as a savory food. So when you tell them you have it with sugar, they're like, okay, wait. Because there was one time, we were having a conversation with I was having a conversation with my colleagues, and they were fighting over paratha with fish curry or non-fish curry. Like that was what they were talking about, and then they were like, Aera, what do you think? And I'm like, yeah, no, I have it with sugar. And that started a whole new conversation. Oh no, I don't have Vimani's details. He just said blue. Okay, I guess I'll figure something out. Oh yeah, I'll figure something out. Okay. I've had prata stuff with potatoes and sugar. I don't know if I necessarily have it with honey. I'd have it. Ooh! Okay, you guys also know how there's such a thing as like honey glazed foods, like honey glazed ribs or honey glazed chicken, honey glazed chicken wings. Like for example, I used to have to get really creative with foods when I was young. And I was attempting cooking, and then I would substitute honey with pancake syrup. So I had like pancake syrup glazed chicken. It was really good though. It was really good. It was a good time. It was a good time. I made it for my mom, and she just kind of assumed I had used honey, and then I was like, yeah, no, this is pancake syrup. Listen, I was just really good with those substitutions. Sorry, wait, who's next? Mimane. Okay, I'm gonna have to. If they come in later, I'll make some adjustments. But for now, I'll freestyle it. There's this really OG bakery near my house that sells cake soaked in honey. I like honey, but I think sometimes my issue with honey is that, you know, depending on where you get it, the honey is not real honey. Like, it's just like corn syrup, and like it makes your throat hurt. That is my only gripe with honey. Like, if I'm gonna have honey, it has to be the good stuff. It's not. I don't want it to make my throat hurt. I don't want to just like drink a whole bunch of syrup. But if it's like the actual like good honey, then yes, I'm all for it. Also, yes, I do dip my fries in ice cream. I am one of those. I actually dip my potato chips in ice cream as well, just so that you know. It's actually a bit of a, like, when I'm really upset, or like when I'm really in need of like a sweet treat, like I've just had like a super bad day, or I'm just feeling really ill, and I want to you know, I just want to like eat. I just want to eat something super unhealthy. Yeah, I dip potato chips in ice cream. I do it. Hi, crowds, welcome. Fries and ice cream is good, yeah. Is there a difference in pancake syrup and honey? Yes, there is. It's maple syrup and honey. So one of them is made by bees. One of them is made by Canadians. That's the difference. It's up to you to guess which is which. That's pretty much the difference. But there actually is like an issue currently with honey around the world. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that there's a significant drop of bees, and so there's also a significant drop of honey. So if you want to get 100% pure honey, it's very rare and it's very expensive. So most of the honey that you do get is actually mixed with syrup, and it's allowed by, it's basically agreed upon that it's allowed because 100% honey would just be like too expensive. So that's kind of what I mean by I don't really like the cheap honey, because it's mostly just syrup and it tastes really weird. So I've had 100% pure honey. My mom, she invests in 100% pure honey. I don't know, that's like her thing. That's like one of her things. So I've had like the 100% stuff, and it does taste really different. So I think it would depend on the quality of honey that the bread is being soaked in to determine if I like it or not. Oh, the European honeybees are fine. The native bees in places like America. Ah, okay. Yeah, the bees are kind of not having a great time. I heard that that's the whole reason bees are classified as fish. I know, kind of a weird loophole, but that's apparently a thing. Actually, wait, sorry. I just thought of a different pose I want to do for money. But yeah, it's pretty expensive. I just don't like the taste of, the fake honey. I know I can't call it fake honey, but some of them they make your throat hurt really bad. Which is the exact opposite of what honey's supposed to do. Honey's supposed to make your throat feel good. It's just like when you have something that's too sweet and then your throat is like, oh, that's not a vibe. Classified as what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yup. Can someone look up the facts and put it in chat? Sorry, I know we talked about this once. Bees are classified as fish in certain places to, I don't know, like protect them in some way. Can someone look it up? This is true. I remember we had this conversation before. I think it might have been America. There's like some sort of loophole that allows them to be classified as fish to, I think, gain like certain protection rights, right? Was that it? It's in California. The bees are now fish. Okay, so it is California. Yes, big brain, honestly, big brain. I don't remember what the details of the loophole was. I just remember it happening, and it was very funny. Let's do. Wait, hold on. It's not stupid if it works, I guess. What a funny loophole, though. But yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, bees are fish, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. Anyone who says otherwise will be fought with 1v1. The legal interpretation. The term fish was defined very broadly in the law and includes certain aquatic invertebrates. The judge ruled that land-dwelling invertebrates such as bees can also fall into this category. Yes. Yes. Bees are now fish. Hold on, let me draw the... Okay, wait, sorry, let me do this in another layer. You don't live in California, no. One day, though, one day. One day I'll visit America, and then you guys will have to deal with me, but like in America. One day I'll go to like an IHOP, and then you guys will be like, wow, she's in an IHOP. And you guys will be very impressed at the fact that I managed to find myself in an IHOP. How do you draw an umbrella? Wait, hold on. Yeah, that looks good enough. Yeah, it looks like an umbrella. Huge. Okay. Then... Yes, he's 6'3". No, I am what? I'm 5'7"? What am I in meters? I'm 170 centimeters. I don't know what that is in the American words. I don't think it's 6'3" though. Is it 6'3"? No, I think I'm 5'7". I'm 1.7 meters. Yeah. What is that? What is that in the other... What is that in America? How many eagles tall am I? How many eagles tall? Right here. How many eagles can line up beside Seion Aera? 35 Big Macs. Okay, very huge. You're approximately 3 1/4 American bald eagles? What if we lay down? What if I was lying down horizontally? How many American football stadiums? How many Seion Aeras can you fit in an American football stadium? I need to know. I just need to know the answer to these questions. How many Seion Aeras can you fit in in an American football field? 177 is 5'9". I'm 170, so yeah, I think it's 5'7". I feel like you could fit a lot of Seion Aeras in there. I need art of me, but like covering a whole football stadium. Want it to be volume or oh, I don't know. Just how many Seion Aeras could lie down in a football field? Like realistically. If we were to call all the Seion Aeras in the world and have her lie down in a football field or like a football stadium, like how many of us could fit? The largest is like 100. No, Jeremy, we're not talking about the seats. No. I'm gonna lie down on the field. We ain't talking about the seats. At least one. One Seion Aera. Bring me to the stadium. Bring me to. Sorry, I don't know the names of any of this. I don't know the names of any of the stadiums. Bring me to the Packers or something. I don't know. You can fit 64. Okay, we'll just cut one of me in half, or we'll have her like curl up in the fetal position. It'll be fine. That's actually a lot. That's actually a lot less than I thought. I'm sure it's gonna be more. We can either cut off her legs or just have her curl up. She'll be fine. I do sleep in the fetal position anyway, just like I was right out of the womb. The Lambeal field. Take me to the Lambeals. I wish to lie down. I wish to lie down. You know what I think is kind of funny? I think I could name more American football teams than I can name celebrities. Which I just feel like in general is very funny. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. How many like celebrities can I name? Okay. Taylor Swift. The Rock. Tommy Wiseau. Leonardo da Vinci. Cody Sprouse, Dylan Sprouse, I'll count them as two. Huh. No, there's more. No, wait, there's more. Miley Cyrus? 8? Please, my brain is so small. Oh, DiCaprio. Which one is the one in Titanic? Which one is the one in Titanic? She has 4 correct? Really? 8. That's DiCaprio. Okay, my bad. So who is Leonardo da Vinci? 3,100,000. Oh man, that's a lot of iris. That's a lot of iris. Can you imagine you go into an American football stadium and there's just 3 million iris? Oh, he paints paintings? Oh! Oh, he's an inventor? Oh! So he invents and he paints paintings? Wow. That's more than I can do in a day. Okay. Now, let me name American football teams. No! Let's try to name American states. Texas. California. New York. Oh no. Toronto? No? No? I don't think... No? Okay, okay. I'll try again. Detroit! Detroit! No. I'm naming the states. I'm naming the states. I'm naming the states, Jeremy. We're starting with the state. Is Detroit a state or is it a town? Detroit is a city. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, backing up. Yeah, I've named all of them. America has like 4 states, right? America has 4 states, yes? No, there's not 50. What? No. What do you mean? Texas. Have I already said Texas? Have I already said Texas? I feel like I did say Texas. California. Have I said California? Texas. Yes. Okay. So that's all we've got. Okay. Now let me move on to like American football teams. I know a stupid amount of American football teams. It's actually pretty stupid. Okay, so there's the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Raiders, Steelers, the Buffalo Bills, the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Cowboys, no, wait. Are the Cowboys still a thing? The Chiefs? The Packers? She just read it all like 10! Yeah, no! See, I know like a good amount. The Patriots, I think, is like one of them. The Bears, the one that's blue and yellow, the Rams. I think that's all. I know. There was a bird. There's like a couple birds. Wait, there's a couple birds. I think there's an eagle and there's a raven. And I think that's all I know. But hey, that's a good amount, right? That's not bad. I can name more of them than I can name the state. Why do you know the football teams of this and not the states? My roommate is like into like the NFL. So I don't know, just by association. Just by association, I kind of know them. I also know that for the first time in NFL history, the Raiders signed someone from Japan this year. He's the first Japanese man to be signed into the NFL. He's gonna be a kicker for the Raiders. He's not in the lineup yet, but they've been posting, so people have been hoping. I know that, and I know that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl this year. That's not bad, right? That's not bad. I don't know the names of any players though. I just know the teams. I don't know. I didn't go out of my way to remember the players' names. I just remember the teams because they all have logos. And then I don't know. It's just easier to remember. They have like one word, and there's like logos. I don't know the name of the Japanese teams though. I think there's like Panasonic and there's one more. I don't know. But yeah, this is just knowledge that I have. But no, I don't know I don't know the states. I just Oh, no, the Vikings. I didn't sorry, I missed the Vikings. The purple ones. The Vikings. That's also a thing. They have like a huge horn in their stadium, and then when they do games, they're like, whoo! It's very interesting, actually. What's the? I don't remember anything I just said, honestly. Amazing horn sound. Thank you. Worked really hard on that. What else? I also know that there's one stadium. I think it's the Seahawks Stadium. I believe that has the highest elevation amongst all of the fields. So whenever they play home games, their opponents have to deal with like altitude sickness. Which, like, I'm not saying they built it there on purpose, but that's kind of smart, not gonna lie. Like, they have a really big home advantage. That's all I know. I think it's the Seahawks. I might be wrong, though. It might be someone else. Oh, it's the Broncos. My bad. Okay, so it's the Broncos. Yeah, they just built they built their stadium super high, so whenever their opponents have to come play, they get like sick. Or like they don't have enough oxygen because you're not used to playing the games. That is also a fact I know. See? I know things. The things I know are just very specific and not at all useful. That's really interesting though. I never thought that America had very like I kind of thought the city was like pretty flat in general. Like you guys don't have like super high elevated places. And this is the first time I was like, oh, there's actually a place in America that's like super high up. Like, oh, I didn't think that. I just kind of thought. I mean, I know you guys have like mountains. But I just kind of assumed that your cities were mostly on lower ground. Mostly. I didn't think that some towns were high enough for people to get altitude sickness. Oh, okay, have a good dinner. Are you getting watermelons? I'm just saying, if you're getting watermelons, you're obligated to share them with me. Unfortunately, no. No. I want watermelons. No. I am getting mangoes. Yes, I want some mangoes. Can you cut out the seed for me, please? I don't like eating the seed. It is enough elevation to be that high up above sea level. What is America's tallest mountain? And is it taller than Mount Fuji? Like, how tall are we talking? I have never heard of that. Mac Kinley? I've never heard of that. Do people climb it? Is it climbable? Is it like an Everest situation? Because Mount Fuji can be climbed. Would not recommend it, but it can technically be climbed. Well, actually, no. I guess if you're not like me and you actually have like some form of exercise, you could probably do pretty well. See you. Okay, I'll see you again on Saturday. Trying so hard to fight off the eepiness, girly. 23. Okay, is that smaller than is it smaller or bigger than Mount Fuji? How many Mount Fujis is that? I only know things in Mount Fujis. Like if you how many Mount Fujis can fit in one McKinley? If they were to both lie down. If both mountains could lie down 5 feet apart, like what are we? How many mountains would that be? Oh, that's a lot. What? That's a lot. Good morning, Captain Fox. Welcome. That's a lot. No, cause see, I don't know how many meters Mount Fuji is, and I'm too lazy to look it up. So all I can do is compare the mountains with each other. Okay, I see. I don't know how tall AK feet is. Okay, Jeremy, see, this is what we're gonna do. You're going to tell me the length of your feet in centimeters, and then I'm gonna take that and times 8K. That has to be right. Okay, so it's twice. Ooh, that's really tall. Because Mount Fuji is already really big. That's huge. Huge mountain. How's your rest? It was okay. I got yesterday. I was dragged to the not hospital, but I was dragged to the doctor against my will. And I was given like strong medication for my throat. So as you can see, I do sound better. But unfortunately, I have also gotten the drowsy medication. So I am fighting off the wooziness and the eepiness as we speak. I'm doing not bad though, I think. I'm doing not bad. Okay, so McKinley's is two times taller. That is wild. What is the tallest one in the world? 6,000. That's a lot of thousands. Everest. Oh, okay. How tall is that? Everest. Okay, it seems like this is very common knowledge. I'm the only one who doesn't know this. My bad. That one's on me. Okay, what's the second highest mountain? Ooh, 8,000? What? Oh, but if the third highest is around 6K, ooh, that's still a lot though. Man. Nobody cares. I need to know. I need to know what the top 3 are. Okay, and then 8,000. Oh, so they're actually really close. Damn. That must feel horrible for the second mountain. Like if they could have just grown, drank a little bit more milk, grown just 300 more meters, they could have been first. Ooh. So unfortunate. This is why it's important to drink milk. Oh, it's called K2. Oh. Huh. Is it climbable? Can you climb these mountains? I feel like Everest is probably climbable. Are the rest climbable? 8,000. Oh, Jeremy, have you told me a lie? You just told me Mount Kinley was the third tallest. 8,500. I can't read that, but that is okay. I'm seeing that the top is all in like the 8,000 range. I was lied to. Well, 6,000 is pretty tall. That's wild to think about. It's wild to think that Mount Fuji is only 3,000 because I've been to Mount Fuji once. Not the mountain itself, but like in the surrounding areas. Like we went to see Mount Fuji. That's a big boy. Mount Fuji is a big boy. It's hard to imagine a mountain taller than that. How mountains can be climbed? I mean, can it be climbed legally? Because I feel like some can't be climbed legally. I don't know. I've never really thought about like wanting to climb Mount Fuji or anything like that. But I think that mainly comes from the fact that I do not think of exercise. I do not willingly think of exercise. Seion Aera does not dream of exercise. That's why sometimes when I would have friends who's like, ran a marathon, I'm like, why? Like, willingly? Like, you willingly did that? Really? No coercion, really? Like, willingly? You willingly? Has anyone here ever ran a marathon? I don't know. I guess a marathon has kind of the same vibes of sports. I feel like if you do finish it, it is more of like an achievement than anything else. Which is cool, but like Seion Aera does not dream of sport. The top of Everest is kind of becoming trash dump. I heard that Mount Fuji is the same problem. Like people who climb it, they I'm not sure if it's the same issue, but people who climb it, they, you know, there's no place to put your trash, right? So people just kind of dump it. And there's another thing which is a little bit sadder to think about, but sometimes when people die in certain places, they don't really have the resources to go and get you, unfortunately. So there's also that. I'm not sure if that's the same on Everest, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be one of those people. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm qualified to try to climb any mountain. I don't even think I'm qualified to climb the stairs. I need a qualification to be climbing some stairs. I don't think we want me. I don't think we want me on Mount Fuji. Okay, this is money. K2 is like, oh, K2 is like 1,300 kilometers away from Mount Everest, but it's considered the same mountain range. Oh, so I'm guessing all the mountains around Everest are just like really tall. Overall height, oh, but peaks. Oh, okay. So the actual like climbable height. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So the K2 is considered harder. I don't know. Would you guys ever want to climb a mountain? If you guys would ever come to Japan, would you climb Mount Fuji? Was that the thing that you guys would want to do? Now I feel like I wouldn't do that. I feel like I would not do that. I heard that now you can pretty much cheat it though. Well, not cheat it, but you can there's services where you can take a bus like halfway up and then walk the rest so that you don't have to like risk your life just because you want to see the peak. But even then I feel like that's pretty dangerous. Dirt green, diamond, top hat maybe. Okay. No. I mean like there's actual tourist services where some people you can choose to climb the mountain from like the base all the way to the top, or you can choose to enter through somewhere in the middle so you don't have to climb the whole length to prevent people from overworking themselves and dying, I think. Ooh, I'm starting to hear my own voice in my head. This is the worst. No, there's a mini Seion Aera talking in my head. This is the worst. Oh, they're all from the Everest mountain range. Okay, so everything around there is just super huge. Man. I mean I wouldn't want to climb it, but I feel like I'd want to see it. Like I want to stand in front of the big mountain and be like, "Wow, that's a big mountain." Is Everest and the rest are they volcanoes by the way, or is Mount Fuji the only one that's kind of a volcano? Because I feel like if Everest was a volcano, we'd all be very done for. Oh, sorry, wait, the dizziness is kicking in. Let me shake it off. Yeah. Whew, okay. Okay, I'm good. The highest mountain above sea level is Mount Everest, in the Himalayas. However, when measured base to peak, the tallest is Mauna Kea, maybe in Hawaii, 10,000 meters. Over half its mass rests beneath the ocean. Interesting. So back in the day where the oceans were not a thing, that was the highest one. Ooh, 10,000 meters. That is wild. I think Fuji's the only one of these that's a volcano. That's kind of wild though, right? Like when you think of a 3,000 meter volcano. Okay, let's do read. I want to try to get a good amount before I pass out. Man, I really like mountains. I don't know. I think it's because I don't really see. Yeah, I don't really see the appeal. I don't really see the appeal of. Okay, it's like a very common question here to ask. Like, do you prefer mountains or do you prefer like oceans. Like that's a comparison. I've always grown up around oceans. That being said, not very clean ones. But I've always grown up around oceans, so I've never really felt the appeal of oceans as much as I do mountains. Cause, like I said, I've lived in a lot of places when I was young. One of those places was the Maldives. And in general, I've just lived on a lot of islands. So I've always been walking distance to the sea, you know, like it hasn't really been a thing that's like, wow, the ocean. If you live in a landlocked area, I do see how the ocean is more interesting though. But I've always lived close to the ocean, but I've never, all the places I've lived in have been like very flat. Like there's no high peaks or anything like that. So I remember the first time when I came to Japan, and my roommate's mom, we took a road trip over to Oshinohakai, which is like in Shizuoka. It's one of the closest places where you can see Mount Fuji. I was like, oh, that's so huge. Like I was so impressed. I was like, how is it this huge? Like you just see this giant mountain in front of you, and it was the first time I'd ever seen anything like it. It's like, wow! And now you guys are telling me there's one even taller than that? Mountains are so huge. That is wild. Wild. But yeah, if I had to choose, I'm definitely more of like a mountain person. I do enjoy like clean oceans though. Like I still want to go to Okinawa and kind of look at their oceans and kind of do scuba diving, because when I lived in the Maldives, I was too small. I was baby when I lived in the Maldives. The only thing I really remember from it is we lived in a hotel, right? We lived in one of those hotels over the water. I think we were there for like half a year maybe, and so the staff has gotten pretty familiar with us at this point. And I was a baby, and I used to do this thing where I would get yogurt for breakfast, and I would eat it with my hands. According to my mom, I just really, really didn't want to use a spoon, or I was still in the process of learning cutlery, and I was really, really baby, so I would eat the yogurt with my hands, like dip it in and then put it in my mouth, and then there was one day that I like, for some reason, had spread it all over the deck. Like, because okay, imagine this in your head, right? You guys know the Maldives, okay? And then normally everything is above the water, right? Like you can sit off the edge and dangle your feet into the water. Okay, so it's like a wooden deck. And it's weird, we were having our breakfast, and then I had like a cup of yogurt, and I was dipping my hands in the yogurt and then spreading it around. My mom was like, Aera, what are you doing? And then the staff had to come and clean it up. But they were super nice about it. But my mom was still like, girly, what is wrong with you? I was really baby though. This is like I've seen the photos, and like I kind of have like oh yeah, that happened, but I don't really remember much of it. But yeah, I was too small back then to really appreciate it. Most of what I know about when I stayed there was just the photos that my mom had showed me of me and like all the staff that were like in charge of this, I guess. Cause it was technically a hotel, so we did technically have like people attending to us and stuff like that, which I guess was helpful because I was a child. I've actually seen a photo of me, like the hotel staff like holding me, like everyone who was in charge of our room specifically holding me as a child. According to my mom, like when you live in a place for 6 months, by like the first month they know you. So they were all really friendly, and they would like offer up childcare every once in a while. Like if my mom was busy, they'll be like, we'll take the baby. I was apparently pretty popular. Yeah, I don't remember any of this. But hi Delta, welcome. But yeah, I just remember a little bit of the yogurt incident, but not anything past that, unfortunately. Kind of a shame that I didn't learn how to swim. Well, I mean, I was a baby. Like a baby. From what I could see in from the photos, I was like a baby. Your crazy hotel's memory was playing Nerf Wars with my brother. Oh, that sounds so fun. Wasn't allowed to do anything fun. What others? I mean, I've stayed in. Cause we moved to I'm gonna say forever home like I'm a dog, but we moved to like the permanent housing when I was just about to go into kindergarten, I believe. So I think we moved permanently when I was 3, 4, maybe. But up until that point, we just kind of like lived around the world. That's why in some of my stories I reference being in France, and in some of the stories I reference being in the Maldives, and some of the stories I reference being in like Europe. That's kind of the reason why. I've just been in a lot of places. Sadly, I don't remember a lot of it. I just remember being a baby. But yeah, wait, why did I go on this tangent? Oh yeah, hotels. I don't really have any fun hotel stories. I know that my yeah, no, that's not a fun story. Never mind. The yogurt one is pretty much all I kind of know about. Maybe I'll ask my mom. Hey, do I have any other fun hotel stories for when I was younger? He probably is. Were you ever loud? I think I was loud. You look at Seion Aera now and then you imagine her as a child. I feel like I was loud. But okay, the places we stayed at was kind of like, it was kind of private. So I feel like it wasn't that much of a problem for them to have a baby, because you know, like how, like for example, in the Maldives, like each place is a villa, right? Like it's separated from the other. So I don't think it was that much of an issue. Same for the hotels as well. It's like pretty much a suite. So I think it's probably okay. But I do believe I was a loud child. Oh yeah, Great Chip, this is yours. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I have a little bit of a very wild. My childhood was pretty wild. Like I said, it's a shame I don't remember a lot of it. Yeah, for those of you who are new and haven't heard the crate story, okay. I cannot confirm or deny that this really happened, okay? My mom told me it did. And I have no reason to believe she's lying, because based on evidence, it does seem like this is a thing that happened. But I remember she was telling me, okay, so I actually don't have a lot of things from when I was a baby. Like a lot of my clothes and some of my photos and a lot of my like very small baby Seion Aera memorabilia, they're all gone. And I asked my mom once like why I didn't have any of it, and she told me it was because when we made the final move home, so we had been living overseas for like a long time, right? We were living in like we would leave 6 months and then a year and then 2 months, and then you know, like we were living in a lot of places, and the final time we were moving back the final time we were moving back, you know, like how normal people would be like, okay, let's pack everything up in a suitcase and let's go home. No, because we had been living overseas for so long that there was just like so much stuff. And because of the nature of my family back then, they were like, okay, so let's get a crate, like an industrial crate, like those that you see on like the big ships. The industrial crate, and let's just put all the stuff in there and then let's ship it all back. So like one of those, you know, like the huge rectangular crates. So my mom put all of my stuff in there, along with some other stuff, and then some of the other stuff went in the suitcase, and then we moved back. And apparently, now like I said, can't confirm or deny, but the ship sank. So listen, this is not funny. This is not a joke. This is a dangerous situation. Not funny, but just the context. But yeah, so there's just a crate full of my stuff at the bottom of the ocean. Apparently they tried. No way, yeah, I know. Listen, I don't know what the actual situation was because this happened when I was a baby. So I don't know if anyone passed from the ship sinking. I know it's a serious situation, but apparently they did try to pull the crate out of the sea. Like they did try to like get the stuff back, but they just couldn't find it. I don't know. I was no, because my mom told me the story when I was an adult already. So I was like, oh, and she's like, yeah, and then like I never tried to like Google ship sunk off the. Yeah, I never Googled it. She just said like, yeah, the ship sunk, and then we tried to like recover the items, but like it was pretty deep in the ocean, and like and I was like, oh yeah, okay. Did not look it up. Did not look it up, so I'm not sure the details of like what ship it was, you know, and like what year. I didn't look it up, but yeah, that's apparently why. She was like really mad, but apparently they got like a pretty big payout. Like they had insurance on this stuff, so they did get paid back for what they lost, so it was okay. But that's the reason. I know it's a pretty wild story. But knowing how my life was as a child, I would not put it past. Yeah, like that sounds something that would have happened. That does sound like something that would have happened. So all we had left was everything that my mom had chosen to keep in her suitcase, which was, she had some photos and she had some stuff, but like most of my older stuff were lost, and apparently she was like really upset about it. And it caused like a huge fight because she was like, why did you choose a crate of all things? And the family was like, we didn't think it would sink. Which, like, fair. But yeah, I don't know if they ever, like, recovered their ship. I don't know. Okay, I know, that was a bit of a wild story. So if I went into the ocean and found some Seion Aera crate, I don't know. If I remember correctly, it wasn't only my stuff. I think everyone had put stuff in it to ship back. Like, my mom had some of her own things as well. I don't think it was anything of value, though. I think it was, yeah, it was mostly just all of my baby stuff because if I remember correctly, I was like, after I was born, I got a passport the moment I was born, and I was like out of the country at that point. So, it was basically all of my baby stuff from when I was 0 to 2. Like, all of my stuff. Like, all of the clothes, and you know, babies, they grow up pretty quickly. So all of my clothes, all of my toys, all of my, I don't know what babies need. My diaper, well, probably not my diapers. But just all of my stuff from my entire early childhood, they just dumped into the crate to take home, and then yeah, it's sick. So yeah, fun story. I don't know, maybe one day I should Google it. Like what ship it was. just thought it was a very, my mom said it like very matter of fact too. Cause I remember there was one time I was complaining about why did you have like a lot of my stuff? Like did you like throw all my stuff away? And she was like, no. There was a sea, and there was a crate, and there was a ship, and there was a sinking of the ship. Let's do scuba diving. I actually don't know where it was, but it was a very long haul ship. Like, it's a cross the world ship. What is this conversation? Okay. To catch you up, I was telling Chad about how when I was young, I lived in a lot of different countries. So like the Maldives, France, and then all for like a couple months at a time. Like I would move a lot, and I only moved home to like my permanent home when I was like 2 or 3. And on the final trip back to like the house, we had a lot of items that we had to bring home. And my mom was like, we'll just put it in a suitcase, like multiple suitcases, and then we'll just bring it back. And then they were like, no. Let's get a crate, put it on a ship, and then it will take like a month or 2, but we'll just get a huge crate. And then the ship sank, and that's why I don't have a lot of my baby items. That's the TLDR. My mom once put a lot of my stuff on a huge industrial ship and it sank, and now I don't have my stuff. We tried to get it back though. We tried to get it back, but no, the Seion A baby stuff are just lost to time. I don't think it's pretty sad though. I went to my roommate's house. Yeah, no. Yeah, we just got like a crate. You know, like the big crate. Okay, sorry. I feel. Do we need photo? That's something that could happen. Yes. Family's insistence on a shipping crate. No, because apparently they did it pretty often. Like it's pretty common for them to just be like, put it on the crate, put it on the ship. Like apparently it was like a common thing. So they were like, put it on the crate, and my mom was like, no, just put it in like a suitcase, like a normal person. We just take it on the plane. And they were like, no, put it on the ship. Wait, I'm trying to like find an image. Crate transport ship. Like, yes, it's one of these. It's a cargo ship. Okay, cargo ship. Yes, okay, this is the vibe. Sorry, that's the pizza. Wait. Oh, that's okay. It's one of these. We had one of these crates. They called crates. We had one of these. It's like one of these ships. We had one of these ships, and then it was like a crate, and then yeah, this ship's. Can I know that? I don't know. I really don't know. Cause I asked this question randomly to my mom. When I was, I don't know, like in high school or something. Like I just randomly, and she was like, well, see. And yeah, this happened when I was a baby. Like I don't know when it happened, but yeah, apparently there was a ship and it sank. See, the thing is, I feel like I should ask my mom, but see, I have a feeling, I don't know. Okay, this part of the story, I cannot. That did no, it's sank. This part of the story I cannot verify, because it's one of those things that like I feel like she said that, but I also feel like she didn't say that, because this was like a very, very long time ago that I asked her this. And I might have like misunderstood the context, maybe. But I also feel like they owned the ship. I feel like that might have been part of it. That's why they had to like recover the. Yeah, no, because I feel like that was it, because they wouldn't allow you to just put like your baby's items in the random cargo ship, right? So I feel like that was part of the conversation, but I can't confirm nor deny. I can't confirm if they actually owned it or not, but I like, just from context clues, it feels like that's where it was going. Which was why it was a big deal that they lost like a lot of stuff. The baby stuff not inclusive, but I don't know. That one I'd have to like re-ask my mom about it. I'll come back to you guys on Saturday with the answer. Did we own the cargo ship or Cause it might have been. I don't know. I will re-ask her on I'll send her a message. I'll be like, hey, do you remember the cargo ship that you talked about? Cause yeah, they don't, I don't know, will like a normal cargo ship company allow you to ship personal affects? Hi, Rusha, welcome. Yeah, maybe they own the car. I don't know. Hi, Infinity Angie, good morning. Like, do we think that a normal cargo ship would allow like personal belongings? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll ask her. I don't know. Pretty. Yeah, maybe it was like a rental. Maybe they didn't own it. Maybe they rented it. But I just remember it was like a she explained how much trouble they had to go through because it sank. So they had to. I just remember there was something about like recovery efforts, and there was something about like. No, but they got the money back because they had insurance. But I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna ask her. We will figure this out. We will figure this out. I'll be like, hey, you remember the crate story? But no, we don't own crates anymore. Not since the incident. Oh, your dad owns. No, I'm just because I'm wondering. Sorry, hold on. Let me bring up the photo. I'm just wondering if they owned the ship, or like the company that transported it. I don't know. Because I know that you can't own a cargo container. But yeah, we had. I think we had. It was either 1 or 2 cargo containers that was on the ship. But I'm just wondering if they would just randomly allow you to put your personal stuff on a ship like this. So maybe they had something to do with the ship. I don't know. Pretty interesting Seion Aera lore though. Somewhere in the bottom of the ocean, there's just like all my baby stuff. Just somewhere in a cargo container. Very unfortunate for me. I remember being like kind of jealous though, cause I went to my roommate's house. Well, this was a while back. Remember when I said I had to go help them clean? They had so many of their baby stuff. I think they had an entire room. Or like an entire couple of bookshelves just dedicated to their baby photos. Man, I was so jealous. Meanwhile, most of my stuff is at the bottom of the ocean. And my mom has chosen to throw away the rest of the stuff that's not in the bottom of the ocean. Why does my mom hate me? I just wish I had more stuff from my childhood. I think it's similar to how I wish I had more stuff from back when I was first on the internet. Because of course I've deleted all of it now, but I just kind of wish I had kept more of it so that I could look back on it for the memories. Because back then I just deleted it because it was cringe, and now I'm kind of regretting it. Yours got molds by termites. No! Ooh, no. Man, I didn't think that's a thing that could happen. I have seen stories of people who like they keep cash for a very long time in the house. You know, like they choose to not put it in a bank, and then once they open it up after a couple years, they figure out it's been eaten. I have heard stories like that. I would not recommend it. Yeah, exactly. Apparently they don't just go for wood, they go for paper as well. If you guys have $1 million lying around, would not recommend you keep it in cash. Especially not if you might kind of have termites or cloths. Here we go. Oh wait, that's not. Okay, let me do it here. So how much? Your rat tried to eat it, really? My mom was devastated because it was a charger. Yeah, I bet. Because there's some things you just can't. Some things you just can't replace. My mom was pretty upset when we lost the cargo as well. Yeah, there's just some things you can't replace. And I mean, back then, it's not really like now where most of the photos you have on your phone, or like you have it in like a Google Drive, and at least you have like a couple backups. Yeah, now back then, if you lose it, you just kind of lose it, which is kind of sad. Do any of you still have anything from your baby years? I actually still have one. I have one item from my baby years that I somehow managed to convince my mom to not throw out and to keep. Just like everyone else when I was young, I had a blanket that I really, really liked. I could not sleep with the blanket. I would take the blanket everywhere. It was like a green, it was a green checkered blanket with, I think it had like Hello Kitty on it or something. And I loved that blanket. I took it everywhere. My mom tried to throw it away a couple years ago, and I was like, no! She's like, why not? I'm like, what do you mean? These are my memories. I've gone through so much of this blanket. I had it on the first day of school. I had it through kindergarten. Here we go. Oh, you still have your old teddy bear? I honestly don't remember having that many soft toys when I was young. My mama, she didn't really believe, just like how she doesn't believe in snacks. She didn't really believe in like non-educational toys either. Like she always believed that soft toys were like a waste of money, which I guess valid for the most part. So yeah, I would never have soft toys, but she did give me like a blanket. So that one blanket was the blanket I had for the longest time. I think it's also because she felt like I don't know, I feel like when you're a child you do get things dirty pretty often, and something like a soft toy. Well, I guess it's the same for a blanket though. But yeah, I didn't have many toys when I was young. I only got to have soft toys when I was older, and I got to buy them on my own. Cause my mom was pretty strict about stuff like that. She did allow me to have other sorts of toys, like I was allowed to have like educational, I guess, toys, and I don't know what else. But soft toys are definitely out of the question. I would always get rejected whenever I would ask. So yeah, now as an adult, I have like 100. Now, as an adult, I have 100 soft toys, and there's nothing my mom can do about it. Welcome back, Bell Pepper. Nothing much, just me wondering if my family did actually own the crate that sunk. I also have a very full... I kept all my phones, from childhood. Actually... the only one I don't have anymore is my original Nokia, because I gave that to my grandmother at some point. But every single phone I've had ever since then, I've kept. So yes, I do also have an iPhone 4 in my drawer somewhere. It turns on. It still turns on, but it can't do anything else. It can turn on, and that's about it. That's where it stops. Here we go. Oh, it's kind of cute. Are you the second with a top hat? I think someone else has a top hat. Oh no, you're the only one with a top hat. But yeah, I remember giving my old Nokia to my grandmother at some point. She probably doesn't have it anymore, but I used to love that thing. I used to be so good at Snake. I used to be so good at Snake. Because back then, like, internet wasn't really a thing, right? Like, mobile data wasn't really a thing. There wasn't really that much you could do on your phones besides play the games that were already in there, so I just played Snake a whole bunch. Hi, Minon, welcome! I'm doing good. I'm kind of still getting over a cold, so I'm a little bit drowsy from medication. My head hurts a little bit, honestly, but other than that, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Right now, you're about an hour behind me, I think. So it's 11 p.m. maybe? It just reached midnight for us. I'm over in Japan. You love Snake. I know. I was so good at it. Oh, I loved Snake. One of the best games. You get games back when I think back in the Nokia ages, they basically only had Snake. I don't remember anything else. I feel like they might have had like a bouncy ball game, but that's about it. By the way, the other day, there was like a pretty strong earthquake here. Not like a dangerous strong earthquake, but like a wow, that was strong kind of earthquake. And it knocked over my sweet treat. I was so mad. I was so mad. It knocked over a lot of things, but you know what the good thing about the Seion A household is that most of the stuff is on the floor anyway. So more things being on the floor actually does not faze me at all. I am very much unbothered by more things being on the floor. Most things are on the floor. My entire life is on the floor. But yeah, I was really surprised. We haven't had a big one like that. Like I said, I say big, but I don't mean like, oh, dangerous big. I mean like, wow, that was huge. We haven't had like a strong one like that in quite a while. I think it's been about 2 years since I had one like that. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I just realized I forgot somebody's cheek markings. Hold on, who is this? I think this is Javius, right? Yes, okay. Make sure I get your cheek markings. Here we go. But yeah, I mean, it's probably on me for putting my bubble tea next to the edge of the table. That's yeah, that one's on me. I should not have put it there. Where's henna here? Sunflower on head. I'll probably rearrange them once I'm done drawing them, just because there's a lot more space that I could fill them up in. Unless you mean like in real life. She was, yeah, no, she was here. I'm not sure where she is. She's probably she's probably off like microwaving a cake or something. I don't know. She's probably off like microwaving a cake. Pretty sure that's what she's doing. Pretty sure. Microwaving a what? You should check the pinned image in like, I think it's Food and Cooking Share. She she microwaved her birthday cake. I didn't like, I don't know what she thought was gonna happen, but yeah, it melted. Oh, I see, the layer's wrong. Oh. I think I have Henna and B. They're both here. Henna's here. I don't think B's here today though. Weren't they in like voice chat yesterday? I saw they were in voice chat yesterday. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing, but I saw that a couple of you were in voice chat yesterday. I think so, yeah. Without me. Do you have a good birthday though? Yeah, I saw them hanging out. Oh, they were playing Apex, really? No, wait, what? Henna was playing Apex no, she would never do that. She would never play Apex Legends after I've tried to convince her for 4 years to play Apex Legends and she's turned me down every time. No, she wouldn't do that. No, she wouldn't do that, right? My girly wouldn't. My girly wouldn't do that to me. I slept in and then played games on my birthday. It was a great day. What did you play? By the way, Lyra, there's like a new Otome game coming out in June. I think it's called like what was it? Is it Sunnyland Mystery Rhyme? I don't know. I am thinking very hard about it though. I feel like I might. It's been a really long time since I bought an Otome game. But I guess it's been really long since they announced one anyway. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking about getting one. Henna met me first before Krabs. I know, and they're cousins. That's still so wild to me. That is still one of the deepest mod lore. Hi, Dr. Shibuku. I'm getting better. We're getting there. My energy is starting to run out a little bit though, but at least I can talk pretty okay now. For anyone who was here on stream on Monday, you know that it was not. My voice was not doing it that day. The fact that I can talk at all, honestly, is like a big improvement. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do too long today. Chug. Yes, I will chug. Thank you. Yo, maybe I'll do like a demure amount today. I managed to hold out for the whole 3 hours though. That's a lot bigger than I could do on Monday, I will say. Cupid Parasite is coming to Steam? Ninette, hi! Right? I know! Look at my baby. There's so many of them. There's so many pigs on screen at the moment. Let's do some sweepstakes. I need you guys to count. How many pigs are there on screen? You guys have 5 seconds to tell me the correct answer. The winner gets absolutely nothing. Look, there's so many. The pig head. Okay, wait. I'll do the pig head. Give me a moment. 20, 22. No. You guys have to count the stream avatars, and you have to count the one I'm holding. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if it can do it with the. Yeah, it kind of covers it, huh? I gotta fix that. But yeah, you see, I can't put it on my head. 2 options. You tag in an assignment. I'm getting max 6 hours of sleep. No, I have to wake up early tomorrow too. Actually, unfortunately, being sick does not excuse me for my responsibilities. So I gotta leave the house, which is gonna be not fun. It's gonna be not a good time, but I will try my best. Oh, the art is looking so good though. We're ending up with a lot more people than I initially thought. I still have so many more. I'm sorry that I'm slow, by the way. We will get there though. I think I have 10 more in queue. At least 10. At least 10. The art is really shaping up. I can't wait for the full one. There's gonna be so many pigs. It's gonna be so cute. I feel like I shrunk. Really? Really? I feel like you're the same size you always were. Really? I feel like you're smaller? I don't think that's true. Every single time you mention it, you will get slightly smaller. Every time you mention it, you will get slightly smaller. Small. You know what we should do? Once I'm done with the art, I'm gonna reshuffle the positions and then we'll have like a Where's Waldo style game where I just make Lyra super small and then we gotta find her. First one to find her on the canvas wins. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. Sorry, it's a little. Well, it's not short. It's the normal amount of time, but I'm gonna try not to overdo it. Hopefully on Saturday I'll be a lot better, and then we can do like a long one, like a 4 or 5 hour one. But for today, I'm gonna be demure. I'm gonna be demure and mindful, so at least I can sleep. I know, Risha. I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit like yeah, I got really strong medication at the doctor yesterday, so my throat is a lot better. But they gave me like the really drowsy kind, so I'm like half conscious as we speak. No, there is not a new Cuphead game. What? Okay, I can't leave now. Can you tell me about the new Cuphead game? At Summer Game Fest, the You're right. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna be like the same playstyle? What? Look, it's a teaser trailer. Is it gonna be like the same style or? Oh, it's a different style of game. Or maybe it's just a teaser that looks different. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I hope it's the same style of game though. I hope it's not like a different genre entirely. If it's a different genre, I don't know how excited I'd be for that. I hope it's like in the same genre. It looks pretty good though. You should forcing her to stay. Yeah, no, because I've been talking about wanting a new Cuphead game for so long. So long. Yeah, it's a different art style. It's a different era of animation. But is it the same play style? I feel like if it's the same play style, like the same genre, I'd still like it. But if it's more like Mario-esque and like not so much of a boss rush, then I don't know. I mean, it looks good though. Looks good though. Oh, that looks like a good time. Oh, I've been waiting for a new Cuphead game for so long. You know what else I've been really waiting for? The new Persona game. And yes, I did say that they finally announced Persona 6. It's very green. It's very green. But Persona 6, I definitely will give a go when it comes out as well. There's a lot of exciting games that are coming out that I'm really excited for, but it's just yeah, no, it's very far ahead. I gotta wait a whole lot. I think the one that's coming up next is the one that's coming up next that I'm most excited for is the Foods of Mystria full release. Probably that one. And then maybe Petite Planet. I mean, they just concluded their closed beta, so hopefully that one's coming pretty soon as well. Oh, I can't believe Cuphead finally announced a new game. I was so worried that they just weren't gonna do games ever again, because it seems like they were bringing Cuphead into more of like a franchise, you know, with like the Netflix animations and stuff like that. So I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe they just aren't like making a new game anymore, which I don't know, it would have made me really sad. Okay, sorry, that's all we'll do. I got too excited and now my head hurts. I got too excited and now my head is hurting. Okay. Yeah, I know. I want to play Petite Planet so bad. I'm just hoping that it's gonna release soon. I mean, they just completed their closed beta, so maybe, right? Maybe maybe you can expect it pretty soon. But anyway, okay, I'll see you guys again on Saturday. I'm gonna try my best to play Subnautica, but on the off chance that I'm still not 100% and I'm still on my medication, there's a chance that the camera might make me woozy. If I can't do Subnautica, what will we do? See, I'm not really playing any other games at the moment. If we can't play Subnautica, I can't do karaoke because I'm like, Mahjong? That is a choice. I mean, if you guys want to show up to lose to me, that's fine. So I just noticed my Wi-Fi has stopped working. Why? Well, I guess that's fine. I didn't need it anyway. But yeah, it seems my Wi-Fi has stopped working. Okay, sorry, I have to read out on my phone then. Okay, sorry, I'll read out on my phone. My Wi-Fi has just ended itself. Okay, let me go find someone to raid real quick. Hopefully next week I'm all better and I don't have to deal with this anymore. Hopefully. Yeah, but yeah, how many times have you deleted it, Lyra? I'm getting tsundere vibes. Just saying. I'm getting some tsundere vibes. Okay, that's so weird. Why did my Wi-Fi just stop working? By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm talking about my Wi-Fi, it's because my Mac is on the Wi-Fi. My PC's on the internet. That's why it's fine. But I can see my Mac and my phone have all stopped working, so that's like not huge. Okay, I'll figure it out after stream. Okay, let me find someone to raid. Let's see who is a fun vibe. Ooh, this person has Filipino in their tags. Are they... do they have a mature tag? They don't. Do they have a mature rule in their chat? They don't. Okay. Alright. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're gonna sleep, good night. Have a good night. Those of you not, have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again next time. Also, let it be known, Slayboy did not come up to the stream. And you guys have my permission to bully him about it in the Discord. Okay, I will see you guys. I will see you guys again. I'm sorry I couldn't do a longer stream. I'm getting better though. We're gonna get there. Okay, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'll see you guys again next time. Let's good night, Nebulites.